Let us drain our cups to these three strong bastards! When you look at the dragons, what do you see?
When dragons flew to war, everything burned. I do not wish to rule over a kingdom of ash and bone.
Aegon Targaryen sits the Iron Throne.
I was given the Conqueror's name, so I shall wear his armor to war.
The war will be fought, and many will die, and the victor will eventually ascend the throne. Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
The dragons dance, and men are like dust under their feet.
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
Dracarys!
Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy. And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things, streaming House of the Dragon. We're back. It's time for season 3. This is episode 1. And if you're new to the show, you're in for a treat. We're going to talk about our overall thoughts on the first episode of season 3. We don't yet know the title. We said we wouldn't get screeners. I don't know if they were listening or they felt bad or just luck. But then we did. Or we got one. I don't know.
Yeah, we got one. We don't know if we'll get screeners for the rest of the show, but we got it for this episode.
Everyone else saw the first 4 episodes. We've only seen the first episode. That's all we got.
We got a taste.
But for this week, we watched it in advance. So we got to do some extra prep like we like to do. So we don't know the title or how HBO is going to describe it, which is also typically what we would include at the head of the show. But we're going to talk about our overall thoughts about the episode, then do a scene-by-scene, play-by-play breakdown of exactly what happened. And at the end of the episode, we got some fun things for you. We'll do what we call Valyrian Steels, our top 3 favorite moments of the episode. We'll get into some dragon eggs, some Easter eggs, differences from the book, as much as we can talk about without spoiling, which I think will be limited. Because a lot of the differences is like, well, this happened, but I honestly think they might still do some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And references to other lore, houses, things like that. Mummer's Dragon, which is our favorite performance of the episode. And then we'll do a section at the end called Westerospection, and we'll give an extra spoiler warning, but that's for people that have read the books and want to talk about things that might happen later or, big differences from the book that are more spoiler heavy, things like that. So, really fun time.
If you haven't read the books, you should be good to listen to all of our coverage until you get to the Westerospection at the end, but we will have spoiler bumpers and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll warn you in advance. You're good. As long as you've seen season 3, episode 1, you're good to listen to this. So welcome to the family. If you're new to the show, we have covered the entirety of Game of Thrones. So if you like this, you're going to love that. That's over at patreon.com/streamingthings. We're also currently balls deep in coverage of Breaking Bad. Also on season 3.
Yeah.
As luck would have it.
That's true.
The second episode, though.
It rhymes.
It doesn't. It's just the same season.
It's like poetry.
But it's been 2 years since season 2 of House of the Dragon ended, which is kind of crazy to say. Really, really excited to dive into this as the world is. Go ahead.
Before we do, though, we must clock in.
We're not even clocked in yet.
I already did when you said something about balls dropping.
We have our small council balls that were given to us by listener Emmy. So thank you, Emmy. We got to clock in because much like a city council meeting, these hours and minutes are recorded. So it's not official until we clock in. We have clocked in with our balls.
The small council balls. Some people call them the small balls.
That's certainly what they call us.
That's what they're known as on the street.
We got the dragon seeds, the winter wolves, and the small balls.
The small balls.
Yeah. I do
we come to fight for our queen. The small balls.
The gray beards and the small balls. I'll send you my small balls. Will they fight hard? Oh, yes.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
They're very angry. They take it out on the enemy.
They should have been bigger.
I love watching the episodes early, though, not just because we can do the extra prep, but also, it's really interesting not knowing how the world's going to react. Yeah. You can assume there's just constant haters that are going to hate watch the show are going to be
absolutely
up in arms about every little thing. They started reading the books like 3 years ago, and now they're just disgusted at every small change. That's not what happened in the audiobook.
No.
But also, it's like, in general, I really just don't know. The early reviews were rapturous pretty much for the first 4 episodes in total. I'm so excited because obviously this was a big battle episode that's going to please a lot of the people that were just kind of bored in general. But also, I've been hearing so much praise for episodes 3 and 4 as incredibly funny, just
Interesting.
Funny. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's typically not House of the Dragon's bag.
No,
For sure. But they're doing some work with Aegon. So like we have opportunity for him to be funny.
Oh,
When
Tom
they're
Glen
like,
Carney?
hey, you need to kneel. He's like, it's super funny. He's like, this is insane.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
He's like, fuck you. I love his indignation. It's so funny.
Yeah, he can be funny. That's true. I don't know how they're gonna make that happen, but maybe there's a new character that's super funny too. You know,
I think some of those Winter Wolves.
I was gonna say the Northmen might be pretty
For
funny.
sure. Yeah.
Dude, like when Roddy the Ruin walked up and it's Tommy Flanagan, I was like, fuck yes,
Yeah.
let's go, baby.
I could not contain myself when I saw Tommy
It's
Flanagan.
like divine casting. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it could have never been anyone else.
Yeah.
I've always been obsessed with swords and stuff as long as I've been alive. So I was like 6 years old watching Braveheart on the double VHS over and over and over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So until an embarrassingly short time ago, maybe 10 or 15 years, that was just like the Scarface guy that I loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so when he pops up, it was just like my two like lifelong loves just merging and clicking, and now my life was complete. I'll probably die tomorrow now.
I had I had a similar reaction to that actor because like I have, for whatever reason, I have a hard time remembering his real name, Tommy Flanagan. So when he pops up and shit for many years, I always be like, it's Cicero, because he's Cicero in Gladiator. Which is like,
Cicero.
I don't even know if they say his fucking name in Gladiator. I was just like, it's Cicero.
Yeah, it's like he's one of those actors like Brian Cox.
He's just in all the dope shit.
He's just in all the
know?
sword stuff. Like you
Yeah.
call that guy, he probably knows how to sword fight. He has that look, whatever the opposite of iPhone face is. You know what I mean? He looks like he's from that time.
Yeah.
So they call him. I'm surprised it took him this long, honestly.
Yeah,
Truthfully,
for
yeah.
sure.
But I saw some leaked. I don't know how to, the noun and the verb are the same. But I wanted to talk about this too before we get into the overall thoughts. It was just the still photo of Aemond kissing Alicent.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And everyone was so furious. And it's just kind of like the internet in a nutshell because it's completely out of context. Not that there's any good context for that, but
Sure.
it's just a bunch of people like, all right, I'm fucking out. I'm not even watching it. Ryan Condal's fan fiction. He's jerking off to, just the most insane, unhinged, mentally ill things you could think of. Which, you can not like that decision or whatever, but it's just so funny that without even watching the show, people are like, and they're going to watch. That's why it's so annoying.
Yeah.
They're going to say that on every single episode piece that comes out. Because,
I'm out.
and then continue to watch it every week.
Oh, the character that's been established to have mommy issues and is a fucking Targaryen. I'm out.
What's funny
does not track.
is they're telling on themselves by feeling that way and the way that they're saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, Jaime and Cersei's one thing.
Twin brother and sister, I'm okay with.
Daemon and Rhaenyra is weird, but like at least, and it's like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like you get too far into that and you're actually
like
the weird one.
Terrence Howard, like Game of Thrones got us all into incest porn, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right?
You know?
Isn't that fucked up that they did that to all of us? We're all watching it all the time.
I can't close those windows anymore. I have to keep them up.
But all that being said, so excited to delve into this coverage once again. Andy, what did you think of whatever it's called, season 3, episode 1?
Yeah, it's got to be Battle of the Gullet, right? Or something like that.
Sure.
The Gullet, maybe.
The Gullet, yeah, I like that. I think that this is a insane fucking premiere. So much on paper, so much fucking shit happens. It's wild. We got so much plot moving forward. We got Larys and Aegon getting got by Rhaenyra's people. We got Alicent doing some conniving. I love some secret garden conniving in King's Landing. We got the dragon seeds taking poops and seeing goat men. There's just
As you do.
There was a big battle that happened too. That was pretty neat. You know what I mean? Lots of just stuff. We got a lot of named character deaths. We got a lot of named character introductions. Super duper fun. On paper, that is fucking insane for a pilot, or not pilot, but a premiere episode. But at the same time, it feels like the finale of last season that aired 2 years later. You know what I mean? And I kept going back to that in my head. I'm like, wow, this is cool. Pacing wise, I feel like that ought to have happened before, but this is super fucking cool. You know what I mean? And so like, I know that's not a fair assessment. because budgets are what they are, shows are what they are, and just appreciate it for what it is, and that's fine. But it's hard not to feel that way, at least a teeny tiny bit.
Yeah.
And so that to some extent took away from not my enjoyment of it, but my assessment of the flow. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, it's weird that we just got Lohar and now she's, dying in this episode. And I feel like that short arc would have worked last season, but right now I'm not so sure, And so like
it's
the pacing
very
of things.
Count Dooku and Attack the Clones and then killed off in the first 5 minutes of Revenge of the Sith.
That is a perfect example, dude. As for the battle, it was fucking gorgeous. It was cool. I love giant sea battle. They did such a better job with this than they did with like all the shit with the Greyjoys in the latter seasons of Game of Thrones. This was fucking awesome. That said, I think that the tragedy of this battle ultimately coming down to someone losing control over their dragon again, I don't know how I feel about that.
Again, meaning Vhagar and Aemon?
Vhagar losing control, or Aemon losing control of Vhagar and killing Luke at the end of season 1. And so that was a big change from the text. And then they did it again this time. And I don't know how I feel about the tragedy of the Targaryens at the height of their power clashing in a civil war, ultimately succumbing to a comedy of errors. Where it's like, we got dragons, we don't know how to control them, woo. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's what the whole story's saying.
Sure, a nuke in the wrong hands,
Viserys
right?
in the very first episode, it's like the illusion that we are in control of the dragons is the greatest illusion ever played, right?
Sure.
So that doesn't bother me, but I understand because this show does get a lot of flack for like, oh, everything happens because of a misunderstanding or a comedy of errors, and I can see where that can get old for people.
Sure. It's just, I don't know that Rhaenyra rather, losing control of Sheepstealer added anything to that battle.
See, for me, I'm the complete opposite, where the introduction of Rhaenyra being in the battle made that battle so much more enjoyable for me.
Interesting. Why?
Because I really like the subverting of expectations that the show does a lot. Like because I've read the book, I feel like I know what's going on. And the show seemingly is like, we know, Steve, but we're going to change things and make it more exciting. So like Jay shows up to the battle and he gets hooked with
they're playing with the idea that he
and
dies.
immediately I'm like, oh, he's going to die.
It's going to happen right away.
And then Moondancer swoops in and breaks the cord. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Now I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to make it a switch and make Baela die because she's not at that battle? I don't think in the book.
No, Moondancer's not even there.
Yeah. And so now I don't know what's happening. And then I remember in the beginning of the episode, the first scene is Rhaenyra talking to Sheepstealer. And I thought in the moment, like, what an odd choice to focus on this storyline in this episode. Very interesting. I'm not mad about it. I just think it's interesting. And then when she's flying to Dragonstone and then you see the Battle of the Gullet happening and she's like, oh, I can go help my family. I'm like, oh, fuck, no. This is completely different. I have no idea what's going to happen. And I was locked in. And so when she starts losing control, I'm like, of course she would lose control. That's Sheepstealer. And she barely learned how to fucking fly on the thing. Mm-hmm. Why did she think she could control it and tell it what was enemy and what wasn't enemy? And so I like that three-way of the three-way. That sounds so wrong. The three dragons kind of fighting, but then they realize
we're all into it now, right, guys?
Wait a minute, guys.
Interspecies erotica.
But no, I liked it. To me, it added another layer that I wasn't expecting of anxiety to that whole battle that I didn't feel before. And also, now I can see, oh, this is why we spent so much time with Rhaenyra last season. I can see where they're going to go with that character now. And I'm just a huge fan of giving characters like Rhaenyra, Baela, Helena, characters that have nothing to do almost in the book. Mm-hmm. And now they're instrumental characters in the story. I'm a huge fan of them doing that.
Conceptually, I like that. My issue is that you already did that. And so if every time the dragons do their thing, like when we watch the Aegon's Conquest movie, is it going to be Aegon and his sisters going, we can't control it? You know what I mean? The myth that we can control these beasts, they have to control them to some extent. Otherwise, they wouldn't be the power in the world that they are, right? And now I understand that, of course, these are, young new people that she only had that dragon for 5 fucking minutes before she was in that battle. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that is tragic. I think that if they hadn't already done it with Vhagar and Aemond, it would have been more impactful for me. Whereas in this experience, I was just like, oh, again? You know what I mean? Like, that's for me. And if it was super valid for you, I respect it. It's just, I had a different take. Obviously, the like incestual kiss and stuff, the Aemond shit is fucking wild. You know what I mean? They're super pushing their finger on the scale for who the bad guys are. You know what I mean?
Sons who
Overall,
love their mothers, Andy. Those are the villains.
We're vilifying mommy's boys now?
Happy Father's Day, I guess, huh?
but dude, the tragic climax, the way that they killed off Jace in this episode was so fucking good, man. They did it the way that I predicted a different thing is going to happen. And they like cut out the audio. And like, I love that he gets hit with the one area. He's like, wait, what was that?
Ow.
And then the dudes
I got a
are
cramp.
like,
Something bit me.
they hit him with another one. And the other guys on the boat are like, yay! You know what I mean? And like them cheering to like a named character that we love in the process of dying. It was so fucking gritty and heartbreaking. Oh God, it was amazing.
Effective.
Loved it. It was and the Lohar fight, dude, with Alan, like that was one of the most visceral one-on-ones since like what's Mellish, is that his name in Saving Private Ryan? The dude that gets
guy gets
overpowered by
stabbed?
the German.
Oh, yeah. And he's like,
Yeah. Stop. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Fucking horrifying. But yeah, so like ups and downs for me. And I think that I didn't get as much, I didn't rewatch it like you guys. So I need to go back and do it again. So I'm like, I didn't
yourself.
watch to like just enjoy. I watched to take notes. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, pause.
that's one of the best things when they do give us screeners.
Yeah.
Which has been every time until it was pulling teeth this time. That's one of the best things that you can do at that point.
Yeah.
Is just watch it for fun the first time.
Yeah.
And then go back and take notes because and it's easier to take notes because you remember, you know. Well, Steve, in addition to the other stuff you mentioned, any other overall thoughts?
I love this episode. I was really, really high on it.
Really? Did that help?
What? Watching
Being
it
so
twice?
high.
Oh, being so high. Yeah. Dude, it always helps. I got my favorite bottle of dragon water and just
From
went to
Ib?
town. Yeah, from Ib. Yeah. Yeah. I love some. It's piss again. No, I really, really love this episode. I think the ship battle, Andy, you kind of touched on it, is incredible. It's some of the best like ship battle sequences since like Master and Commander.
Some Peter Weir shit.
Real
just like
Peter
the
Weir shit.
rigging and the tiny details and like the way Corlys is shouting these instructions. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but you better
You better do it.
better hustle and do that.
What's a larboard? But you
Yeah.
better keep an eye on it, dude. Keep an eye on that larboard.
Hustle up your
It's
britches.
coming right for you.
Dude, like when they
Haul in the sack lines.
When they first were like, the Battle of the Gullet has started, Your Grace, and Steve Toussaint's like, or Corlys Valyrian's like, let's go over there. Let's leave the battle. I was like, why are we doing that? And then they go through the teeth, and it's this quiet, really suspenseful, we don't want to wreck. Like, that sequence was so quiet but suspenseful, and I was on the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, they're going to crash. And
it's like when you're trying to back into like a really tight parking spot and your dad's in the passenger. You know what I mean?
And there's other cars waiting for you to do it.
And then your dad's eventually like puts his hand on your shoulder. Let me do it. And then he's
Scraping down the side of another car.
that was Corlys.
leave the car to the teeth. But no, I love that. And then down to like the battle, Lohar might be like my favorite pirate character in media since like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Like Lohar it's so cool. I'm like bummed that she's dead and didn't last that long. But I was like, when they were holding the rope and like kind of kneeling down, getting ready to do the ramming speed onto the Queen that never was, or the Queen that ever was. That's the name of his ship, right?
Yes, I think so.
I just thought that was so cool that they're hunched down, holding on the rope, and there's like a group of dudes that have like a weird little swing set thing that's attached to the mast of their boat that they're tied to. So when they like slam into the boat, it swings them into the other ship. Like that sort of stuff was really, really cool, and I got super into that. I kind of touched on before how I love some of the changes in the from the book because I didn't expect it to come, and I was really excited because it was new and fresh, and I felt like I was watching the show and experiencing the story with brand new eyes, even though I do know the overall story because I've read the book, and that was great. To Andy's point, there is a strange flow to the episode, specifically with Jace, because so much of the previous season, he had this arc of being becoming more and more frustrated with his mom, with Rhaenyra. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And her not listening to him, and he's, frustrated and he wants to help and she wants to help as well. And so him making that choice to be like, this is what we need to do. Like, I'm betraying my mom. We're going to go fight. Like, that seems like if that happened as the season finale for season 2, like, that's a great way to wrap up that arc for him. It's a great way to further the arc that Rhaenyra is having of not being able to trust her counsel, because last season you had that Alfred Broom guy who tried to get Daemon to betray her. Daemon fucked off for a long time. Now he eventually came back into the fold, but like Celtigar got slapped last season. So like, that's a good end to that arc, but it's happening here and now. And so I think overall, when the whole show's done and you can watch it all at one time, it's not going to matter as much.
Totally.
But after having to have paused the story for 2 years, that was the part that felt the most, this should have happened already to me. Everything else, I thought they constructed the episode in a way that I thought was great, and that it does feel like a season premiere for most of it. But then when you like look at those story threads, it's like, oh yeah, those threads seem like hangers on from last season. Didn't necessarily make the episode worse for me. It was just sort of like I can see where they were fucked over by the situations and budgets that led to the decisions that led to season 2 being 8 episodes long. There were also a bunch of moments in the episode, like as a book watcher, that made me stand up and point, like to the Leo DiCaprio meme, like, oh my gosh, Tessarion, look how beautiful she is. I love her to death. Oh my gosh, are they on the Isle of Faces? Is that a goat man? I'm so excited about what that means, and it's super, super cool. And then we touched on it a little bit before, but the new characters, I really like what they're doing. I mean, obviously Tommy Flanagan as Rod the Ruin is like so fucking cool and perfect spot on casting. I'm so excited to see more of him, but also bold John Roxon being played by Joplin Siptane, who was Brasso in Andor. If you've seen the clip of the guy from Andor hitting someone with a fucking brick and screaming, that's who plays bold John Roxon.
He's bold.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, I didn't know he was in this season. So
I think Ormond fucks too.
Dude, Ormond fucks as well.
And that was Daron next to him that he was like, hey, go bathe him. That's going to be Link in the Zelda movie.
Oh, that is?
And he was Miles in Haunting of Bly Manor. That kid is doing some work.
He's employed.
Yeah.
Ormond reminded me of the guy from It's Always Sunny. What's his name? He's awesome. He's like the main guy, Dennis.
Hell yeah.
That's what I was like. Nobody else got that? Like, it didn't look like him.
What are you, a man cheetah? Yeah, you like it? Yes.
Like,
yeah, I do.
I just pictured Ormond. It's the implication, and just when he's on the boat. Anything else, Steve?
I love that Ormond is a like OCD guy, because they're like, keep the
he's
messenger.
Just an asshole, I think.
Who smells far away.
He's got the
him.
ensigns.
Yeah. He's like, ooh, a stinky boy. I'm really excited to see where they go with that character, because Ormond in the book isn't like, he's not fleshed
really
out. You don't really know what he is like a person. I know there's an interview that people were kind of upset about because fucking Ryan Condal can literally say water is wet, and people are like, oh, this fucking guy wrong about everything. But he said that Ormond Hightower is going to be their version of Littlefinger in this show, which I was like, I wonder how that's going to happen. I'm intrigued by that statement.
What are we doing?
What's going on? But yeah, 10 out of 10. Love the episode. What a great way to start Hot D season 3. I'm really excited to see the rest of it. Kit Lazer, what about you?
I also thought it was great. Again, when I really got to watch it on my second watch, I was so struck by the little details in the scope of the naval battle, of the Battle of the Gullet. The rigging, the ship commands, like that kind of stuff. It's hard to do that, and like you pointed out, it's only been done to this level a few times. Not even really Pirates of the Caribbean. They kind of yada yada a lot of the ship stuff, but really like Master Commander is one of the only examples I can think of where it just feels like they're really out there sailing it,
Mm-hmm.
And it felt that way in this episode. And it's easy to forget this is television, and so it's even more impressive from that level. I am cautiously optimistic about some of these changes. I don't want to I'm scared to talk. I want to so badly. I'm scared to talk about too many of the changes from the Gullet, because again, it's like, I'm wondering if the battle's only half over and then episode 2 is going to start with the rest of Gullet. Does that make sense to you guys?
I wondered, I don't know, like there were definitely still people firing at Bela.
Well, there's so many more characters that are there in the books.
They knocked a lot of people into the water for, Are they okay? You know what I mean?
No, yeah, there's
when she shoved Jason Tywin Lannister, I was like, I don't even like that guy that much, but gasp.
How dare you?
It was cool
You
watching
said you
it.
wanted to make babies with him.
It was cool watching it with my wife because I get to see, because she hasn't read the books and she didn't rewatch the show or do recaps or anything. So I kind of got to see okay, where are people that are just trying to hop back in at? And when Tyland showed up, she was like, I thought he was dead. He got beheaded. And I was like, he's got a twin brother. That was Jason. This is Tyland.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a whole issue for some people maybe. But I love what they did with Rhaenyra. Without getting too far in the weeds, it's completely different. There's an entirely different character we can talk about in Westerospection. And I think this would be better to talk about then. But I think it's interesting what happens with the character who rides Sheep Stealer in the book. I think this makes a lot of sense for potential motivations for something similar happening, I guess is all I'll say. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And to Steve's point, I understand they're doing that again mentality, because I had that thought, not about the dragon stuff specifically, but just in general. But again, it's kind of the whole thesis of the show is what if we did Oppenheimer, but with medieval? You know what I mean? Which is how they're treating the dragons in House of the Dragon. You know what I mean? It's you have delved too greedily and too deep, and that's why this is happening. This pact that you made with these creatures is now eating itself, right?
Yeah, and so far also, to be fair, it is just the new generation that is doing these things. So Rhaena and Daemon haven't had any problems with the dragons because they're seasoned vets.
And it's just because it's partially they've lost their way. You know what I mean? And the book did that too, just in different ways. It had the throne stabbing Viserys because it rejected him. And you know what I mean? Yeah. This isn't new. They're just kind of coming at it from a different angle. And it's almost like the dragons are pissed because they're fighting each other. And so we're not down with a civil war. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. You guys are too greedy. We're not going to work for you anymore. They're
unionized.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders got the dragons together.
Sheep Stealer is an example to the 1%. That's what happened when you crush the poor under your heel of your boot.
That's right.
I don't ride a dragon. I ride the bus.
And I love that stuff that the show's doing. When they had Rhaenys and Meleys burst to the floor and stomp all those pores in season 1, And it's it was so quick.
Loved it.
It was so quick. You could just say whatever, right? But then if you really thought of it, it's that's horrendous. And it didn't even occur to her that she did anything wrong. It was she did all that to Aura Farm in front of Aegon and Alicent. And she just killed 1,000 of the small folk because this is what's really happening to the small folk. And
Rhaenys, I'm getting reports that you killed hundreds of small folk. Oh, is that what was screaming?
And there's so many.
What was their median income?
Was their tax bracket?
There's so many. They actually paid them. Oh, good. They died. There's so many criticisms of, Alicent is so, and you kind of touched on it too. And I just don't agree with that at all. That Team Green is could arguably be cool in the book. And now they're making Team Green the obvious bad guys so they can have a hero. And I think the book is heavily favorable toward Rhaenyra, and I think Alicent is a cartoonish Disney villain in the book. And they are just objectively wrong, from the facts of what transpires. You know what I mean? It's true. And I think what they've actually done is made things much more gray than the books are, which is the opposite of how most people feel. The fact that they change the ages of the characters, and Rhaenyra and Alicent are friends, and they can frequently. The way that they frequently accidentally find themselves in these situations is not frustrating to me. It's real, because that's how life is. It's I had good intentions, because nobody is usually cartoonishly evil.
Yeah.
And, oh no, I've bitten off more than I can chew, or I accidentally set this in motion. And turns out in real life, you've got people with mommy issues and daddy issues and ego issues and other motives. And Jace just wants to protect his mother, but also wants to prove himself, And in the book, he's just this Disney prince. You know what I mean?
He's just a special boy.
He's just a handsome young special boy.
Yeah, because at this point in the books, it's everything that Rhaenyra is doing is being given credit to Jace in the book. Because they're Jace secured this.
Yeah, all of this is Jace's idea in the books.
Jace did the dragon seeds himself. And
I love the idea that, because he is a handsome young man and he did do some cool stuff, that history just looked back at him as this gallant figure that died tragically in this battle. And the real story is that he was an angry little daddy issues fucker trying to protect his mother. He's a good dude. I'm not judging him in that way. I'm just saying like it's real that he's like making these bad decisions and leading him into this. I don't know, like stuff like that I think is cool. And it frustrates me that I think that that's true of every book adaptation where it's like everybody treats it as that's not what happened. And it's like, no, all of this is made up. That writer made a decision. This writer is making a different decision, partially because maybe that's a wrong decision, but also it's like an entirely different medium. So you have to tell the story in a different way, right? Because when you're reading a book, you have internal monologues and you have interiority of the characters. You have all kinds of access that you don't have in a television show. So to even tell the same story, you have to do different stuff.
You 100% can't adapt that story one-to-one in a TV show because so much of that story is written by 4 different perspectives that are competing against each other.
Well, that's what I was getting to is like,
so
that's
you can't
true.
adapt it one-to-one.
That's true of any novel to film.
Yeah.
Or novel to TV show.
But especially this one.
A thousandfold with this one when it's like, that isn't even what happened, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he went the extra mile to be like.
I was thinking that when you were like, she's a cartoon villain in whatever her name is. Alicent is a cartoon villain.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, probably not. That's Targaryen historians writing this, right?
Yeah, well, from Septon Eustace, whatever, or Mushroom's perspective, like, there's different.
And there's parts in the book
I
that
must call her Olivia Hightower. I was like, well, that's not right.
There's parts in the books that I think even the when Aemon kills Luke, that part in the book is explicitly like, we may never know what exactly happened that day, but all we know for sure is that Lucerys died. And
I think it's wonderful that you've got this 300-year-old creature who he was like, look, I'll let you ride me. It's like a child. He's like 16 up there. You know what I mean? So he wanted to scare the kid because that's what happens. You know what I mean? If you're watching like Stand By Me or something, you buy it in a heartbeat. But for some reason, when you're watching House of the Dragon, you're like, I wanted him to have some agency. You know what I mean? Like it's Stand By Me was a weird pull, but you know what I'm saying?
You want to see a dead body?
You want to see a dead dragon? That makes perfect sense to me because that's how life is. It spirals out of your hands, you know?
Yeah.
How many times did I go out to like egg a house with my friends and ended up at the police station and had to call my mommy and was like, oh, that things got out of hand. I was just trying to be a little stinker. And you know what I mean?
The people who own that house are about to give us $500,000, Kit, and now they won't.
Now imagine my dragon had just eaten that guy, and then it was like the same situation, just different circumstances, you know?
Call your mommy.
And that was basically the invasion of Poland. You know what I mean? And so that's a cool impetus for the escalation of things. And then Daemon, of course, goes out of hand. So I don't think it's the writers protecting Rhaenyra. I think it's a pretty cool, deft way of saying 300 years from now, they will look back and just see Rhaenyra as this cold bitch who ordered the death of Alicent's grandson. You know what I mean? Like, I could see that. And I think that's neat. But very few people are looking at it that way. They're like, that's not what happened. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved this episode. I'm really excited to see where they go with this. I am a little, at the same time, I say all that, but also I'm like a little more like, George wasn't wrong about these butterflies because this is gonna, you know what I mean?
This is going to create a much larger, more toxic butterflies. Is that what you mean?
It may. I'm just very, very curious. I think part of my hesitance is honestly just fear of the online reaction, if that makes sense. A part of me is like a little nervous about what's going to happen. And part of me is just like, oh, they're going to be so annoying about this. You know what I mean? Like, and it's kind of stealing my enjoyment a little bit.
Well, I think what's going to happen is if people who are watching the show because they love the show, they love House of the Dragon, they've never read the book at all, they just love the TV show, I think they're going to fucking love this episode. They're going to be all in on it and enjoy it. I think the only people who are going to have qualms with this episode are diehard book readers that just like hate whenever they deviate from the source material in the slightest, which I don't think this show's going to please those people anyway. I think they've already like angered those folks, and those folks are just hate watching the show at this point. You know what I mean?
Well, they're big. One of their biggest talking points is like George Martin hates the show. He never said that. He never said that. He had disagreements with Ryan Condal, and they've parted ways. He was upset about not being listened to about certain things, and he says that the changes that they're making are going to have have to have much larger deviations and repercussions down the line, and I'm nervous. That's what he said. You know what I mean? In a fit of, he probably just fucking had a text exchange with Ryan and was huffy when he typed that. You know what I mean? And now it's forever.
I'm feeling huffy. Give me my typewriter. I'm feeling huffy.
I can't find my pipe tobacco. I'm gonna
Cancel the next Hot D book.
I'm going to typo instead.
The next Knight of the Seven Kingdoms book is canceled again. Oh, you're waiting another month for when's winter?
As we record this,
ass.
by the way, I think I didn't double check this. It was just one of those idiotic meme pages that can just say whatever just to get engagement. But I'll spread the misinformation just anyway. I think it is now officially taken George longer to write Winds of Winter than it did for him to write the entire first 5 books.
He's never publishing that book.
Yeah.
Don't be one of those people.
He just said last year, right? Like
It's coming.
lost the passion or something.
It's coming.
Yeah.
You know what else is coming? Like, I
Yeah,
feel like
it is, buddy.
Winter?
Every month it's another like, well, I want to write the next 10 Dunk and Egg books too. And also a sequel to Fire and Blood. And it's like, dude, write one of them at least. Focus.
Well, he's too busy fucking.
He's too busy fucking.
Yeah, he is.
I'm feeling huffy.
He's too busy
Riding the ruins based
arguing
on
with
him.
writer rooms of which he's
Ruin
not a
that
member.
ass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe Ryan just did us all a favor and sent you back to work.
Maybe. We're not going to listen to you, old man, till you finish a book.
What's sad is Game of Thrones is my favorite show of all time. The books would 1,000% be finished had that show but never been made.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? If he didn't get all that spotlight and all that ass. Back when it was just me and 72 people reading those books, they would be done by now.
And people hated the ending. He's like, ooh.
That changes everything. That kind of fucks me up. You guys get ready to get into the play-by-play?
Sure.
Let us do it after a brief break to hear from one of our sponsors.
If you're enjoying what you're hearing and want even more from the world of streaming things, head over to patreon.com/streamingthings and support the show. Patrons get a ton of bonus content, including ad-free episodes, exclusive bonus episodes, monthly polls that help decide what we cover next, access to our Discord community, live hangouts, and a whole lot more. We have covered a whole bevy of movies and dived into shows like Game of Thrones, and right now we're exclusively covering Breaking Bad and Firefly on Patreon only. So if you want more streaming things and want to help support the pod directly, join the stream fiends today at patreon.com/streamingthings.
And we're back. We don't know how HBO describes this show. We all describe it as awesome.
Shit hits the fan.
Well, we get a new intro. So it's the Ramin Djawadi typical score, but now it's got like the war
Extra
drums.
Yeah.
The war drum, because things are fucking amping up. And I was so hyped. Steve, I'm sure you watched that tapestry being made 1,000 times.
We have a new intro too, right? For this season?
We do, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Andy made it.
Let's go.
Sounds great.
Did you have any insight into that you want to share?
It's mostly
Or is that
the
Dragon
same.
Egg stuff?
It's mostly the same until like the last 5 seconds of the intro is a little bit different, where you see all the dragons coming together and there's like a splitting between them.
Yeah.
That's
a
really,
rift, if you will.
And then there's like the fabric is sort of looks like
Keep doing that.
tides in maybe a gullet, maybe. And you see the Targaryen flag, and that's really the only difference. It's mostly the same as where we left it.
Or maybe the tides of time.
Yeah, rippling.
But it starts kind of how season 2 ended, because I think the last shot was Rhaenyra walking out there in the Vale to Sheep Stealer.
It was one of the last shots.
But yeah, so it starts with Sheep Stealer stealing a sheep. That's how it got its name. Roast it right in front of Rhaenyra.
I love the
It's got
design.
that nasty underbite.
Yes, I love sheep.
Hey, Richard John.
Can you want some sheep? You got any sheep on you?
These things are delicious.
Oh, God. Mutton? Oh, more, please.
He's a grumpy
Nothing
boy.
but mutton.
He's a grumpy boy.
Nothing but mutton. For this old boy.
Non-mutton.
You got any mutton on you?
Oh, you got nothing? She boldly climbs on. I love that like scream of terror as Sheep Stealer dives down.
Yeah.
Like that. It sounds like a horror movie. Like it's like a Wilhelm would be like, that's what I did, you know?
Yeah. It's like me when I rode the Son of Beast the first time.
Yeah. And then we cut to Aemond, who storms in. He snatches up Maester Orwyle.
This poor fuck.
And he thinks that he sneaked away Aegon. So he's going to execute him, right? And that guy's like, my lord.
Jasper Ironrod?
Yeah, he's like, Lord Larys is discovered gone.
Jasper Wilde. I knew I had his name here somewhere.
Yeah.
I love his and just bails.
Yeah,
It's
see, no apology.
So good.
I feel bad for poor Orwell.
Oh, he was so close.
Getting waken up out of bed, almost beheaded.
It probably happens to him twice a week, you know?
Yeah, true.
That's
used
the
to it.
worst. Still got morning wood.
Yeah.
Got to pee, and you're like, huh? What?
It's always aiming too.
Yeah, every time. Lock that door, dude.
Where are my Beyblades? Orwell.
I don't know, Your
I
Grace.
think Aegon took them.
And we cut to Larys and Aegon are riding coach. He's got no milk with the poppy. He's still got all those really painful burn wounds.
They're riding coach. That's funny.
Larys is so, thank you. Larys is so funny because I love how he's in this whole scene strangely calm. You know what I mean?
As if he planned it all.
Well, it's more like, kill me, my life sucks.
Oh, yeah.
But also I'm so confident in my own. It's like a combination of a lot of things. And I love how he's playing that character. And he obviously doesn't actually care about Aegon, right? He's just making a move.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, brighter days lie ahead, Your Grace. You know, and he's in horrendous pain over there.
Poor guy.
It's going to be all right. And so they get stopped. He says, draw your hood. It's men loyal to Rhaenyra that have pulled them over. License and registration.
Do you know how fast your coach is going?
3 miles per hour. This is a 2 zone.
This is a school zone. You got to go a little slower.
Larys claims to be working with the Citadel of Old Town, right? We're taking ravens to White Harbor. And that may be a dragon egg, but White Harbor's some, that's where the Manderleys fuck around.
And it super worked. The dude's like, all right, just kneel, you know.
Yeah, like easy test that Aegon should have passed,
Yeah.
Easy test. All you got to do is swear fealty to the one true queen, Rhaenyra. And Larys does immediately, and it's so funny because he has no actual loyalty as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means nothing to him.
Totally.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
What's her feet look like? I need to know that first.
Oh, that's why you really know.
I want to see what them. Get any pictures of those piggies?
I want to have a closer look at them piggies.
That's why I'm always on my knees.
Ooh, which one's going to market?
Sir, take off your boots and I will swear anything, sir. What?
Let's seal our union with my tongue. Yeah. In between them digits.
But Aegon will not. And he's like, they're for Aegon. Put them to the sword. So Larys immediately pivots. He's like, okay, new plan. The reason he won't do it is because he is Aegon Targaryen. And Aegon's like, that's what? You're crazy, bro.
No, you liar.
He's drunk.
He's been smoking the halfling leaf.
You jest, friend.
He's into feet stuff.
Yeah, he tells on him.
Can't be trusted.
You can't trust
He
him.
jerks off to feet. That's not relevant, sir. So they find out, oh God, this is Aegon Targaryen. He's got the crown and shit. And so he's going to execute them anyway. And Larys convinces them that they're worth more alive. Mm-hmm. And okay. And he's so cold-blooded too. Well, who are those guys? Oh, they're nobody.
Yeah, dude, that was horrifying.
You just see them stabbing.
I just
them in
wish
the
they had
back.
done ADR of like, wait, what? No.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, those guys just took it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah. I knew it was going to happen.
I was going to save this for Dragon Eggs, but I don't have any conclusion. I don't have any good answers for you guys on this. But like, who are these guys that stopped him? Because you get a good look at their sigil on their shield. And
That's one of my dragon eggs. You want me to spell it
is
now?
it?
Yeah.
Oh, because I spent so much time looking that up, I couldn't figure out who it was.
It's House Staunton
House Staunton.
of, this is cool, Rook's Rest. So they're pissed.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah, so that
That's
sigil.
a good egg.
It took me a while to find the shield emblem as well, the sigil. That is House Staunton.
Thank God. Thank God for you, Kit Lazer.
I was
It is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was so convinced you were
Wow.
going to have that because that's kind of shit you do. And I was,
Dude, I spent so much time and like the best I could find was House Vance. But
it's not the same.
House Vance is in the Westerlands.
I
It's
googled
a-
like bird sigil Westeros and went through all 6 of them, and none of those were it. Right? I had to eventually go through like every one and just manually until I found it.
yeah.
I was like, they're
Hell
part of
yeah.
Rhaenyra's team.
Moving on. Yeah, that's House Staunton of Rook's Rest, and so I like that idea that their whole place was devastated by one of the most recent battles, right? And so they're furious.
That's so good.
You know, they're like, put them to the sword. Our shit got rocked. There's dead dragons and shit everywhere.
That Rook ain't
Let's go to
resting.
Duskendale, which also recently got rocked by Crispy Cole.
Yeah, the Rook is no longer resting. The Rook is angry. But Rhaenyra, we cut to Rhaenyra after the scene. She's arguing with Jace that she trusts Alicent. And I love this because it's like, we know as the audience, Alicent is not cool, but like that this is real. but we totally understand how
She's not cool. She's high.
Yeah. I mean, she's hot. But it's like totally understandable from like Jace's and everyone else's perspective. Like, obviously you can't trust her. Like, why was she here? Why didn't you kill her?
She stole the throne to begin with.
But she trusts Alicent, but in this like desperate, hopeful way. And Jace is like, no, this is too risky. Well, I'll get there in a second. Aemond and Vhagar have gone to Harrenhal, is what Rhaenyra's argument is. So this is the time I could take Aegon and the throne in a single stroke. And she tells her whole small council about this visit, and you can see them like, what? She was here? And even Mysaria like, it's so hard to defend you.
That was a bad idea, Your Grace.
And Jace is just fuming that she's talking over him and ignoring him, even though she is the queen. And this kind of sets up what happens later. He's about to blow. And then we cut straight to Alicent re-entering the keep. And I love this little twist. The king requires an audience. So she starts going to where Aegon's supposed to be in the hospital. And rather to the throne room, Your Grace. And immediately she's like, well, he's not well enough to be sitting the throne. Oh, fuck. And so Aemond is sitting the Iron Throne. And this is kind of like We Need to Talk About Kevin. If you guys have ever seen that movie. Like, this is just the kid where it's like, oh, it's terrifying. And he's holding Blackfire, sitting on the Iron Throne. Aegon has abdicated the throne. And she's like, what do you mean? He's supposed to be in bed. Like, she can't process this. And then he's like, where were you? And she was, of course, on Dragonstone.
She was like, on my camping trip. She was in the Kingswood before she went to Dragonstone. So
that's true. She took that path. I was in the Kingswood, Aemond. I found I haven't been needed here of late. So that was a good retort. He believes that, right? She's like, I can't go to Harrenhal anymore. I canceled my plans. I couldn't get a refund on the tickets because I have to remain here to defend the kingdom, apparently. And that's devastating to her because that means Vhagar's going to be there when Rhaenyra shows up. Whole thing ruined, right? Plus, don't worry, Lord Ormond is heading up with 15,000 men and Tessarion with Darren. We're going to be great.
We just need to bide our time.
Remember Darren?
Yeah,
y'all remember Darren?
It's a whole thing.
You don't remember that scene where Otto Hightower is like, you have another son, Your Grace. He's really cool.
It should have been on the previously on.
We cut to Corlys, who is chilling with Alan in his blockade. He's having a good time with his long lost bastard son. You know, now that his wife and some of his kids are dead, he's like, I love you.
I should have done that. You know, I thought long and hard about it.
You're pretty cool, actually. And then we cut to Daemon in the aftermath of defeating the Lannisters. They're like slaughtering actual lions and shit, having a good old time.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
Cutting that poor lion's head off.
Yeah.
Don't bring those poor lions into war.
I know, he looked sad, that lion in death. Like his last moments were not cool.
No, for sure.
And Lord Tully, young Lord Tully, says that Lord Jason Lannister has fled and we got to bury the bodies.
I think in the background you can see a really cool character.
Who? He's at a dragon egg again?
Allie Blackwood.
Oh, really?
Because that actress has like face paint, and you can see like a woman with face paint standing in the background during this scene. I'm like, I bet that's Allie Blackwood.
Have you ever seen, I forget what the show is. It's on Netflix. Steve, you would love it. I would know that just based on this clip, but it's like a mockumentary comedy Viking show. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
It's so awesome. Fucking, this is what this scene reminded me of, because it's in the aftermath of a battle. There's a bunch of dead bodies everywhere. And he's like, who killed Bjorn?
I've seen that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's like, well, I didn't do it. How do you even know? Like, how could he tell who's who in this situation?
We used to go camping together.
Yeah. Somebody cut his cock off, and there's a chick in the background sewing off dicks, and she like hides it behind her. It's so funny. But that's just what this reminded me of.
That's so hilarious.
And Tully's like, we got to bury all the fallen rivermen.
They have to be returned to the mud.
And Daemon's like, nah, Caraxes.
Jesus fuck.
Caraxes can just melt all these motherfuckers instantly. We can keep fighting, you know? And he's like, no, we can't do that. That's not what we do.
That's not what we do.
And
that's
Daemon's
not our
like,
way.
no, we do. Like, that's the look on his face, you know? And then more men arrive, and Daemon thinks he has to fight them, but it turns out it's the loyal Winter Wolves bringing the head of Jason Lannister.
Yeah.
My note is that Tommy fucking Flanagan? And it is.
It's Tommy Flanagan, Roddy the Ruin, Roderick Dustin.
Drops that dope fucking line, we come to die for the Dragon Queen. Like, they ain't gonna make it back. That's so fucking metal.
Yeah.
Because they're so old. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because remember, the Winter Wolves are just the old men in Winterfell that don't want to because winter's coming. This is fall.
Yeah, they're not going to make it through the winter.
They're not going to make it through the winter. So instead of like taking resources away from the young, they want to go die in glorious battle. So they just got up and came down south to fight while Cregan Stark actually masses up an actual army of young people. But they have to batten down the hatches for winter before they can come down. So we sent the 2,000 winter wolves, these old men who know two things. They're here to fight for the queen and pinch butts.
Yes! Roddy the pincher.
And the queen's not here right now.
Come here, Tully.
We'll pinch the dead ones.
Ooh, got some popsicles in my horse carriage.
My name's Roddy the Ruin.
And then Sir Gawain. We cut to Gawain. Gawain's a good guy.
Gawain.
He is.
He was raised well. You say what you want about
Away
Otto.
from Otto.
Yeah. No, you're right. Actually, it had very little to do with it. But he sees stop raping, sir. It's the vibe he's bringing to the function.
Would Gawain be one of the knights that would answer Dunk's call in A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms?
No, I feel like he's still like an asshole to people of lower birth.
Yeah, not to a poor.
But he has his principles, right?
True.
Cole is just in there decorating his shield. She loves me not. She loves me. Like, I don't know what he's doing in there.
It's so funny. He's painting the sigil of House Cole on his shield, but
over and over.
But House Cole's sigil is just like a bunch of circles, and so it just looks like got a circle, got another circle.
He's just emo as fuck after he saw what dragons are capable of. He's just listening to My Chemical Romance.
Tonight will be the night.
He went to fucking Hot Topic and started over.
Just in there. Having a good old time.
I wish more people who are going through midlife crises would go to Hot Topic to start over. The world would be a better place.
Gawain is stressed because Aemond has still not arrived with Vhagar. He feels exposed. They're both traumatized from seeing what dragons can do, and they don't have one. Is what their big fear is, right? But he wants the Ravager punished as well. And Cole's like, look, dude, kill him then. I don't know. I don't even know that guy.
I don't care.
Well, he's like, I'm not their Lord Commander. And he said, look, we will all become beasts before our end. And I think it's weird that the scene ends where it does, because it cuts to Gawain, who says, only if we abandon our principles. And that line has weight because we happen to know that Criston Cole has frequently abandoned his principles, and which is why he's so distraught, right?
Yeah.
He had sex with Rhaenyra when he wasn't supposed to, and he's betrayed multiple crowns and what he's not supposed to do.
He murdered a Beesbury.
He married a Beesbury.
He wasn't supposed to do that either.
Wasn't supposed to. And so he's sad about all that, right? And he hates himself. But it's just an interesting, like, kind of way to end that scene, because it looks like he's like, yeah, but like he totally is not.
Oh, I took it as like a bad thing because Gawain says that and it cuts to Cole, and my thought was the implication is like, dude, we're so far beyond that. Like,
yeah, exactly.
We're not.
You think Cole's thinking like, I'm gonna have to kill this nerd?
Maybe
he's really bringing me down on my shield painting.
Like, dude, let me just paint my circles. Mm-hmm. I spent all day making the circle.
And this is like kind of all new from the book, right? We cut to Ulf, Hugh, and Adam of Hull just hanging out with their new dragons, really trying to follow the Queen's command to different degrees, right? Like Ulf is the most selfish and kind of, he's had the roughest upbringing. We quickly find out, though.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh.
Very interesting change from that guy, because when he's introduced in the previous season, he's very like, I'm having fun. We're just having it off. We're going to eat all these little birds. And now he's like, oh, please touch me. And it's very different.
He had a few cups of wine, my dude.
Yeah.
Shit got real.
Yeah. Once you get comfortable with the bros, I start trauma dumping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're waiting to trap Aemond outside of Harrenhal somewhere. And Ulf gives his backstory. He was molested by a red priest, and then he does ask Hugh where he got his dragon's blood. But then it cuts to kind of a funny bit where Ulf's like, can't wait to get my castle. And then Adam and Hugh are like kind of awkward, like, ugh, he thinks we're getting castles. It's like, no, what does a knight get? He gets a horse. Why do I need a fucking horse? I've got a dragon.
Such a funny
Well,
scene.
men would show you respect as well. Men would show me respect because of the big fucking dragon. Which is funny. And Vermithor is huge.
He has Silverwing.
Oh, that's right.
But Vermithor is huge.
Hugh's got Vermithor.
I do love Hugh in the scene where there's that beat and he's like, I bet it'll help you get some ladies.
Castle would help get more ladies, and I could drink in it.
Can't drink a title.
Yeah, so that's a good point. He just wants a house. You know what's sad? I bet he could just talk about that with the higher ups, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe not Rhaenyra, but I'm sure like Celtigar.
Oh, for sure.
Like, hey, maybe not a castle, but like, how about a keep?
Like a nice house.
Like theoretically, if
Can I get a keep?
3 bed, 2.5 bath.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. I need 2 bath,
One
2
for
privy.
guests, one for me.
3 bed, 2 privy.
Can I have one of those kitchens that have like lazy Susan in it?
An open floor plan for the dragon.
Oh, me and Silverwing here, we're going to be partying all the time.
He's like Donkey and Dragon and Shrek.
Now, no HOAs.
I want to. What are the implications of Donkey and Dragon and Shrek? Are you implying that Ulf is going to have babies with Silverwing?
He's trying to fuck that dragon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know he is. Come here. I'll put a dragon seed in you.
They call me a dragon rider for a reason, gal.
Yeah, why do you think they call me Ulf the White? It's come.
I'm going to paint those silver wings white, you know what I'm saying?
Rhaenyra had a very bad ride with Sheep Stealer. He kind of drops her off and rolls out. And this reminds me of, you remember when Drogon like abandoned Dany and she was just like hungry and thirsty? Like, hey,
Come on.
that's what this reminded me of. Because I don't know how long she's been there, but she does eat that sheep later pretty hungrily.
I love that little touch where he dumps
cooked.
her off his back and then she starts singing the dragon song that Daemon was singing in
He's
the
like,
first
"Shut
season.
up."
And he's like, "No, I don't like that song."
Oh, that you recognize the song?
Yeah.
Okay. I was
There's
just
an
like, oh, that was
extended
a choice.
scene. There's an extended scene in season 1 where
The dragon
Daemon's
singer
in
guys.
the dragon pit talking to he's singing to Vermithor and Silverwing, but he's singing that song. And it's like,
okay.
I guess the song they sing to soothe the dragon.
It's the dragon lullaby.
What would you sing to your dragon, Steve?
Well, I would probably sing Hot to Go,
Oh, okay.
especially if I want to like go home with the dragon.
H-O-T-T-I.
Oh, I love Chaperone. Can you do Pink Pony Club too? Rebus.
I like how he talks to the press. Fuck those guys. Tell me to smile. Alicent is writing a sneaky note to Ormond, and Helena catches her. And Helena's like, "What are you doing?" I don't actually care. I'm kind of like that River character from Firefly.
Kinda,
I
yeah.
just say random shit.
Copper for a kiss.
Hands of blue.
2 by 2. And she says, I love how she says, Aemon forgot fear for a while. He remembers now.
Oh, that's a good line.
So good.
I
And
love
Alison's like, okay.
Cool.
I love all my children. They're so cool.
What are your bugs up to? Go play with your bugs. Helena would have loved that Easy Bake Oven that made bugs. The creepy crawler one.
Oh, yeah.
She would have been into that.
Alicent says the message is from the king, and Helena almost snitches on her.
The king, eh?
It's not true. You wrote it.
I love that Alicent is just playing the game because she's upset because Aemon's still here with Vhagar,
Yeah.
her plans unraveling. And then she's like, I'm just so worried about Cole and Gwaine. Even Helena's like, no, you're not. No one cares about Gwaine.
No one. Who even is that?
Helena might not know who Gwaine is.
Yeah. What are you talking
Who
about?
even is that?
Is that the one that's lost at the tourney, like immediately?
Oh, he's the glue sniffer.
Oh, yeah. He did get his ass beat by Daemon at the tourney.
Well, Daemon cheated.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Corlys is sharing liquor from Ib with Alan. He's like, got this shit from Ib. Where? Ib. Ib, by the way, is that a dragon egg for you?
Sure, but you can say it now.
Nah, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about it later. Corlys reports Rhaenyra's new plan. We're going to just take the city. It's going to be good. And then Alan's like, I don't know much about that stuff, but I bet that's not going to go very easily. And Corlys is like, rough seas lie ahead. Little does he know they lie mere seconds ahead.
Yeah.
But first, Corlys expresses his regret as a father. Should have been there more for you, son. Or maybe even at all would have been nice.
Mm-hmm. But I tried to provide a life for you.
A life, but not a name. And I am sorry about that. And that kind of softens Alan. Oh, you are? Oh, it is Father's Day.
That's why they're a big
That's
part of this
true.
episode, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
This scene was kind of funny because the alarm rings out.
Yeah, the
You get
alarm
that
bells
ding,
ring.
ding, ding, ding.
Enemy
And-
ship sighted.
Yeah, it was just kind of odd to me that
Corlys didn't react.
Corlys doesn't react. Alan stands up and is like, "Oh shit, that's an alarm!" Like that was his sort of
Thought it was a bird.
the blocking of that scene was a little strange.
Yeah, well, he's like the what's it called, the bosun or whatever.
Bosun.
Bosun.
Bosun, right? He's like the first mate. He's like
Yeah,
the
it must be.
And Corlys is like, I just drink. I hang out in here, look at my stuff. You should probably get to work. Like if I
took that as a like, well, not going to let this go to waste. Better just sip this last thing before we get into it.
For sure. But it's also like if you're the general manager of a restaurant and you hear the front door like ding, ding, and you're sitting there with your shift lead, he's getting up. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
I've got to file these invoices.
TPS reports.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the alarm bells ring. Enemy ships have been sighted. There's 53 ships. Let's send, we got to send Ravens.
They said 350.
3 and 50.
3 and 50.
Yeah.
That's way different.
Yeah.
And he's like, holy shit, that's a huge fleet.
Yeah, I know. I was like, they just stuck up, huh?
Well, in the book, it's like 93. So it's interesting that they did that.
Well, they said that's all they've counted so far.
That's true. Honestly, sir, I can't count more than that.
What comes after 4 and 50?
Well, it's probably because you're counting it that way that's so confusing.
Yes.
4 and 50. What?
5 and 50? Oh, they're coming in too fast. I can't keep up.
Is it the Greyjoys or the other fuckers?
The Lannisters.
It's the Triarchy. Now he's got beef with them.
Mm-hmm. I love the foreboding music that starts playing through here. It's super
There's
cool.
a score that comes later. I was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I
We'll
do.
get to it in a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got decades-long beef with them. We cut to Thailand across the water, and I love how this, like, the editing is brilliant here. That's kind of keeping you, like, it talks about one thing, and then you cut to Alicent right after Rhaenyra, and then, you know what I mean? It's like the flow is really good. So it's the Triarchy, and then it cuts to Thailand aboard the ship with Lohar, and
Shakaro. Shakira? Shirako.
Shakaro.
It's just low. It's just Lohar, buddy. It's simpler. She looks at his armor like, you'll rue all this kit if you wind up in the drink. Well, I don't plan on winding up in the drink.
I love Thailand.
He winds up in the drink.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Just the way he talks, because he's so like proper, like, well, I don't plan on being in the drink, my lady.
Part of the plan is to precisely not drink it, okay? I don't drink it, it's salty.
There's just a little bit where he says, like, you'll be glad of this armor when the fighting begins. And she's like, I know I will. Like, like watching it a second time, like, she fucking already plans on
be
dumping
glad
him
of
over.
his armor. Yeah. I didn't even catch that.
I didn't. I caught it on my second viewing, but yeah, she fucking knew. She planned it.
She fucking knew.
She fucking knew.
Lohar means to sack high tide. She's got a personal beef, a vendetta. And he's like, that's not the plan. We cut to Rhaena, who is still waiting the return of Sheep Stealer. He shows up, pukes up 2 sheep, burns them for her, and lets her like snack on it.
I love that he's like a cat. He's like, I got this for you, mommy.
But we do eat mutton. It's not as bad as when a cat brings you a mouse or something, you know? And he cooked it, even though it was in his mouth.
For sure.
If the cat would cook the mouse, then maybe.
If the chef puked it into my mouth, I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
I mean, I guess, but it's like a jillion degrees. Like it burns off all the saliva and the germs.
For sure.
Honestly.
Do you think that
Wasn't
she
that
gets
bad.
a nice medium rare steak out of that, or is it a charred mess?
No,
it looked pretty dry when she ripped out a
Well,
chunk.
it's not seasoned.
That's
the
true.
main problem.
It's definitely
She
not
just pulls out the sweet baby rays and
Oh, you know, Sheep Stealer brings that on him. Check it out.
we're going on hot ones later. That guy's so cute. Looks like Donnie Sens. Because Sheep Stealer watches a lot of porn for sure.
Oh, for sure.
We cut to Tessarion. We see Tessarion.
Oh, he's in a little stick
He's
cage.
in like a little cage, like,
Yeah.
this can't hold me.
Do they know I can fly?
But
I love
Tessarion. But he's a good
Tessarion.
boy.
Tessarion is such a beautiful dragon. She's so pretty.
The Blue Queen. The messenger reaches Ormond. He's a stinky boy. Ormond is very disrespectful, but in a fun way. Like, oh, king is he now?
What's the weather going to be, bold John Roxon? Well, it's either raining piss or shit from the looks of the messenger.
Oh, he is a stinky boy. And he's got that little incense to keep it from being too stinky.
He's got his essential oils, you know.
I zoomed in on the letter. It's pretty dorky. It is, because the first time I watched it, I wondered if he knew it was Alicent and because their family, if he was in on that. But it is very much just signed Aemon Targaryen and stuff. So,
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
yeah. You didn't zoom in? You're a zoomer.
I'm stupid. I'm a fucking idiot because I just saw the big AT. I'm like,
Alicent.
Alicent Targaryen.
You're not stupid because that's kind of the vibe I got the whole time.
Did the XOXO at the bottom not throw you off?
No, it's a letter forged as Aemond entirely. So I thought there were some other things going on there, but it doesn't seem
I think
that's the case.
There is a little bit going on just because of his reaction to like, oh, Aemon Targaryen, is he king now? Is he like he just seems so like over.
Plus, I didn't know how to read
his uncle's grandkids.
It looked like on my first watch that he was noticing the wax seal was broken, saw the smudge on the corner, and that he assumed that guy read it, and it was from Alicent, and he was going to kill him. That was literally my first read.
I think he's just OCD, and he's like,
I think he literally just hates that there's doo-doo on it.
Yeah.
And he believes that it's Aemond, and it's a much simpler scene than I thought on first. And he really is just going to let that guy bathe. I thought he was like, give him the good tent, which means slit his throat. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it really is just going to take care of that guy. But yeah, there's camp there and wait is what it says. And there's doo-doo on the letter. We cut to Alicent, who's talking to Aemond. She's trying to manipulate him into going to Harrenhal still to enact her plan. She blames herself for not preparing Aegon properly. You should have been king. If only you had been born first. Appeals to his ego, right? And says that it's for his safety. Like, that's why you need to go to Harrenhal. It's withstood dragon fire before. There's too many dragons on the way here. You could kill Daemon. She'd be so sad if you killed Daemon. You could do that so easily.
I bet she'll cry.
Oh, she can be like, she is.
She's like, oh, he killed my uncle and my husband and my son.
It's so fucked up that she's like, you should go to Harrenhal. That place is a fucking fortress. Nobody can get you there. Like,
everyone dies there.
Fucking melted.
It's also kind of messed up because the season finale of season 2, like Helena just is like, Aemon, you're gonna die up there, and he's like, okay.
Well, he doesn't believe in that kind of magic, right?
It's true.
His ego's too big. That road is uncertain, but this one is certain. And then they're all close, and then he kisses her on the fucking mouth. And Alicent is like, ugh. Her face when he walks away is so gold.
It's so funny.
I love it so much. My wife and I had such a laugh.
What was going through her head in that moment? Like, why are all my kids so fucking weird?
Oh yeah, she's terrified and so grossed out. But he is going to go. And that's why she takes it.
Dude, that lingering scene, when it first started off, my thought was like, oh, they're real close.
Were you getting vibes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, were you?
I was like, they're real close, and I know Aemon. And so, like, when he leaned, I'm like, oh, no! So
he hires prostitutes with mommy milkers to cuddle him. We know that about him.
He's into that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he has, like, some...
Wait, are you saying you were surprised by the kiss, like, when in that moment when it happened?
It took
as
me...
he's getting closer, and the camera's like a two-shot that's, like, tracking in slowly.
It took me a long time to see it as sexual. Yeah, because
Sixpence None the Richer starts playing. Kiss
I'll tell you this. I don't know about you guys. I have been very close to my mother without kissing her so many times.
Oh, you.
So that's why I didn't see that.
I can't stop myself. No, but like, because of how we know about Aemond, and he does pay older women to be his partners in bed.
Oh, he's into MILFs.
And he has this sort of complex with Alicent where he needs her approval, and he's a Targaryen. And so, like, the moment they started leaning, I'm like, oh no, he's gonna go for it. Don't do it, my guy. I was wondering how Alicent would respond to it. Like, I'm like, she can't be into that. And she wasn't. So I'm glad they did that. Like, if they did a thing where Alicent was into it, I'd be like, fuck that, I'm out. I would be out then. Because that seems very opposite of her character. But yeah, her face was so fucking funny.
It's gold. I took a screenshot of it.
With that teardrop.
Then we cut to Ulf trying to take a shit.
He's dropping a deuce.
He's got the worst wiping leaves I've ever seen.
He's pushing. I know, dude.
I'm like,
grab that pine cone.
What are you gonna do with those things, right? He hears some like creeping around in the trees, sees a black goat. It's Black Phillip.
It's Black Phillip. That goat was in Harrenhal in season 2.
It's
Daemon sees it.
It's the goat.
Yeah, it's the goat. Which a lot of people were suggesting that the goat is Alice.
Yeah, totally. So.
Well, they say it's either LeBron or Michael Jordan, and there's a lot of argument around that fact.
It's Wayne Gretzky. Not even close.
Mm-hmm. I miss 100% of the goats you don't take. Hugh and Adam.
I love that. We're leaving. It's so good.
Well, Hugh and Adam are out there discussing maybe Aemond isn't actually going to come. And there's like, well, we got to stay. And like, so Adam of Hull is the most loyal. Hugh is kind of in the middle. Like, well, I mean, we did come. Like, it's not coming, maybe. You know, what do we do? We don't have any instructions for if he doesn't show up, you know?
Yeah.
But then they see a green man.
A green man?
Which also was in season 2, Daemon. Or was it a vision, or did he actually see one?
He actually saw one. It's a brief glimpse where he goes to the weirwood at night and he sees one like crawl away from it.
Hi.
Which, yeah, and they're on the Isle of Faces, which is cool. We only saw like the Isle of Faces and exteriors, but I assume that's what they're on.
Just waiting.
You see Harrenhal in the background.
They're like, what are you doing here? Can't take a shit here. We shit here.
We shit here.
Yeah.
That's not where you shit. We have public restrooms. They're down over this hill, sir.
Who didn't even wipe.
Those leaves.
He didn't even wipe. Maybe he didn't get to poop. Comes out and he's like, I'm fucking out of here, right? And Alice Rivers shows up. He's right, you know. You're missing the battle.
Your queen needs you at Dragonstone.
Who the fuck are you? I'm a witch.
All right, bye.
Right, well, look after yourselves. I love that, like, oh, I don't want no smoke. You know what I mean?
Queen said nothing about witches.
Nope.
Queen said we didn't have anything to do with witches.
I get a castle, I thought, and no witches. That's my 2 rules.
I draw the line at them witches, I do.
And I can't fight if I didn't poop. Everybody knows.
I'm going to talk a wicked cable, and then I'll be on my way.
I had to pinch me loaf.
Oi, Yui.
Homelander.
He's becoming Billy Butcher. Bela runs down and urgently tells Rhaenyra that there's war in the Gullet. And the Gullet is right outside of Dragonstone. You don't really see much of Dragonstone throughout the battle. And then Driftmark, or High Tide, the castle of Corlys Velaryon, is also kind of like right over there.
Yeah, they're right by each other.
And there's another town I don't think we've ever seen called Spice Town. But Jace thinks it's Alicent's trap being sprung. And Rhaenyra goes to get my riding leathers. I'll go. And Jace is like, stop, right? You can't endanger yourself. What happens if you die? And Rhaenyra very sassily says, then you will at last be king.
I love the sass.
Oh, it's so good. Like, you want to run shit? Then, okay, good for you if I die, right? Mm-hmm. So Jace then begs her Queensguard, Sir Laurent, to bar the door. And he's like, this is the only part of the episode I didn't really like. I didn't buy that he would let Jace do that. I really don't. Well, you've sworn to protect her from all threats, even herself.
You can see Sir Laurent like doing the like mental carry the 2.
Yeah, unless that guy's dumb as shit. Like, that's definitely not the oath he took, right? Like, very clearly have to like listen to her commands is like your one rule. So that was kind of a stretch for me. But I do, again, with Andy's qualm that we kind of rebutted, this is the same thing here. One of the main themes of this entire show is that men, even the well-meaning ones like Jace, through their misogyny will think that they know how to best protect the hysterical women, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, it's not Sir Laurent's idiocy. It's the fact that it's a woman that makes him like, well, you're right. She probably does need protecting.
Yeah, she definitely does. And a man gave me the order.
Yeah, he has a wiener, so I'm really confused who to listen to. Probably the wiener. Mm-hmm. And so it's part of the, it does happen repeatedly, but it's part of the themes.
The wiener or the gash?
I told you about my gash. Bela tells him to rescind his command. She's like kind of horrified at what he's doing. And there was kind of some kind of will they, won't they incest vibes with those two as well, as I recall.
Oh, they're down. Both of them are down. They're betrothed to each other.
Oh, they're DTF.
Yeah.
That's what you mean by down?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, just come with me. We'll both fight it together. We're ready. We can win the victory for it. And Bela gets swayed by that.
Hyped.
Oh, he's so ready
hyped.
for the what's the clout.
Yeah. Has he been in a battle yet?
No.
He flew north, right?
Yeah, he talked to Cregan and the Freys. He's done a lot of solid emissary work.
Yeah.
I assume he also spoke to Lady Jane off camera because he was also supposed to talk to her.
Is she cute?
But I don't think
he hasn't fought anybody before.
No.
So he died in his first battle.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's sad.
We didn't see a body. My head, Vermax is just down there swimming.
Yeah, dude. That was
He's become a
horrifying
water dragon.
That would be dope.
Honestly, probably the worst part is Vermax, like struggling. Like,
yes. Dude, anytime a dragon's in danger in the show, I would care more about the dragons than people. I mean, I'm sad when the people die, but the dragons are a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm. Rhaenyra realizes that she's locked in right after she gets all dressed for battle, and Sir Laurent is very uncomfy. I'll have your heads. Oh, now calm down. Calm down.
Open the fucking door, man.
This is that time of the month. You're freaking out. And then we cut to the war on the Gullet. We see the bitch fist
The bitch fist. Dude, I was so taken aback by that name. I was like,
Bitch fist.
That's what I named my Subaru.
Subaru bitch fist. What other names of ships do you think belong in Lohar's fleet?
Oh,
if the flagship is called the bitch fist.
They were
Skank Titty.
Tell the skank titty to do the vanguard.
I don't know.
Slut Knuckle.
Slut knuckle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a slur and a body part.
Give word to the dick twist. Yes, we ride at dawn.
Yeah.
The throbbing mast will be behind him. Tell the rear admiral's delight. We will be there in one moment.
G-spot.
That flank looks bad. It's a shit job. Better give it to the two girls, one hull.
Click commander.
The devil's dinghy will be out in full. That one was Erica's.
It reminded me of what do they call her in the show? Theon's sister.
Oh, not Asha. That's the book. Yara.
Yara. It reminded me of Yara's ship. Sea Bitch.
Yeah, that's right. Her name
I think
was
it's kind of like a Yara vibe that they were going for with Bitch Fist.
For sure.
But Bitch Fist is ridiculous.
It is.
That's a dope ass band name.
Well, there's also a boat.
I mean,
It's funny because around this part of the book, there's another ship that has the name Gay Abandon. That's so far hasn't been included.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean,
Which would also fit in Lohar's fleet, is what I'm saying.
sure. Get the quim splitter. Tell them to row. Bring oars on the chode bearer.
the Taint Tickler.
That's funny, Andy. My taint name that I wrote down was the Taint Misbehavin'.
What? What? That sounds like a Johnny Cash song.
The Taint No Thang.
Taint no thing. Get the Queef's Bane.
Queef's Bane. Queef Slayer. I got nothing.
Oh, God.
But you've been workshopping this all night.
Like, it's all I could think about. Like, what are other vessel names in the Bitch Fists Armada?
But Corlys wants Lohar to sight him because he knows that she'll lose her head and she's the flagship in their armada. And she'll pursue him and they'll kind of...
They won't know which way to go.
They'll be in disarray. Yeah. We cut to Lohar, who's like wrecking house. And sure enough, she spots Corlys. The sea snake belongs to us. Tyland, who's very logical, is like, no, ours is the flagship. We need to stay strong so everybody stays together, right? Tonight we walk in the ashes of high tide. And
We
he's
will
like,
dine on the sea snake's ears.
well,
Why his ears?
that's not the mission.
Yeah.
I've got my armor.
Oh, his ears. What about his fingies? Workshop it.
Yeah, what is it about the ears that do it for you?
I eat ass.
We dine on his ass cheeks.
Mysaria says that Jace wishes only to protect you. I never asked to be protected. And then she's very much spells out the themes of the show, at least for her arc, right? I expect this from everyone else. But my queen's god,
My own son?
my own son.
And she takes that poor girl's
I have the
dress
weak and
starts
feeble
shredding
body
it.
of a woman, but I possess the spirit of a king.
That was her dress.
I know, but I just think like it looked like the lady was like, I just finished knitting this for you, man.
Yeah.
Oh God!
It took 2 years.
The way that when they cut to that actress's reaction, it just had the look of like, I spent 2 years on that.
Well, it's like when your boss loses his temper. That's the worst. You're just like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Is this going to be over soon?
But what was that great line, Andy?
What was the
that
great line?
Rhaenyra
Oh,
had?
she says, I possess the weak and feeble body of a woman, but I have the spirit of a king.
I possess the heart and spirit of a king.
I just like Andy's delivery.
It came off as petty and petulant.
It is a
From
petty
Rhaenyra,
and petulant line. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're supposed to be like, oh, she's losing it.
Yeah.
The dragons arrive in the nick of time in the Battle of the Gullet, and it's Moondancer and Vermax. And Alan and Corlys are so stoked. They're like, those are with us.
Now that they're here, make for the Dragonstone Pass.
Set a course for Dragonstone Pass. She'll follow. And I love that throughout these interactions, they do such a good job. Like, these characters have hardly interacted. A little bit in season 2, as Alan was like, you never loved me. And that's it, right? But they do such a good job of it in this one episode showing how much love and respect Alan has for Corlys, right? Like every little idea he has, he's like, fucking right on, my guy. Ratings, man.
Good job,
Ratings.
Daddy.
And then Lohar has grapnels for the dragons because they've fought them before. in the stepstones. So she hits Vermax first try. I didn't catch this till the second viewing. It like loops around his collar. It doesn't actually get him.
Oh, interesting.
It's not in his flesh. It's looped through his like riding collar.
Oh,
which is why he's not super fucked up by it.
But that's so messed up that they have an anchor
The weights on them
tied to the other end, so it's going to
still
drown the
working,
dragon.
yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
in the book. It's connected to the mast, so the whole ship is weighing them down. Which I like their version though, because that's dumb.
Yeah,
because it's like the dragon's gonna be like, and then just
75 miles
the
an hour.
dragon's just gonna fall on you and crush your boat or cook you. You know what I mean?
or like take a piece of the hull with it. You know?
Whole
battle.
It'll tire out soon. I do love how Lohar like bullseyes Vermax. Is like, I did it. Call me the Dragon Slayer. No need to follow up on this. Let's fucking go.
Then shoots a 3 and turns and runs without looking.
for sure. I love this though, the fake out for Jace for book readers. You know, you're like, oh shit,
God, yeah.
first thing? That's embarrassing.
Right off the- that's what I was thinking. Like, holy shit, they're really gonna knock Jace down a peg here.
But then Moondancer flies down and cuts him free. The bitch fist pursues the sea snake. And then this is the whole bit where the sea snake, Corlys, makes their way carefully through the pass. Current's a strong set to larboard. And I'm like, I don't know what a larboard is, but I'm fucking hard.
I'm set to it.
I'm full mast right now watching all this boat stuff go down. Lohar says, the sea snake will guide us. Follow in her wake, right? So she's going to cheat and just get his little secret path. And Corlys decides to drive his boat himself. Bank the oars. We're clear. And he thinks Lohar's going to get stuck in there. Leave the bitch fist to the teeth. Aha.
We have to join the battle.
Don't even look.
Sir, Dad, you're not going to believe this. Damn it, why'd you look?
We cut to Rhaenyra arriving at Dragonstone on Sheepstealer, and she sees the battle over in the Gullet. And she's like, Sheepstealer, to help. Yay. People are going to finally love me and respect me. This is going to go so well. Lohar's homies are wrecking in the teeth, but the bitch fist is making it through. And this is where she tosses all the Lannisters
We've
into the
already
water.
lost the cum gutters, milk. The teeth got it.
The teeth
All
got
the
the
other-
cum gutter.
The other boat names. And then she's like, how much do you weigh in that armor? And he realizes at the last second, but then gets tossed into the drink.
I love that he realizes that she's going to betray him, and he even just goes to pull his sword before he even turns around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, Madam, how dare you? You were going to have babies with
I
him.
know. You mud wrestled
He
and
beat
everything.
you in the wrestling. You're supposed to be respectful now.
Mud wrestling used to be
Sacred.
a time-honored sacred pact between two combatants.
People used to respect it.
Westeros used to be a country.
Corlys, I like how they know, like, oh, we can't outrun it. It's going to be a broadside assault. So let's gear up for that. But then just as predicted, he sees Driftmark. High Tide is burning his throne, all of his treasures. And he loses his focus. And so Alan takes control. Boom! Bitch fist crashes right into the queen that ever was.
Dude.
Hold that course and fucking row.
I love how she whispers her final command very quietly. So sublime. She's so happy. Take the ship.
Yeah.
They don't even need to be told that, but she likes to give the order. And then they board. Oh, it's such a good boat fight. Sheepstealer is burning Triarchy ships. We're all elated. They're hitting it with fire, which I thought was funny. Which the dragon, but it's really...
It makes sense. You fight fire with fire.
But but I like the escalation here is like Sheepstealer's kind of doing what it's told until he gets angry, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know what? Fuck all these little toys.
They hit me with fire. That wasn't cool.
Ow!
I was just enjoying the mountains, eating my mutton. Nothing but mutton, that's what I say.
Nothing but mutton.
Now I'm getting my face burnt. I don't like it.
And he starts burning Valyrian ships too. We cut back to Corlys. He's been knocked kind of temporarily unconscious by the boarding, like the slamming, the ramming of the bitch fist. He got bitch fisted. And
Yeah,
That's what Lohar says to people.
Then
You
he-
just got bitch fisted.
then he wakes up to fight. Alan gets knocked below where it's like into the sinking ship's hull where it's like filled with water. And he's wearing that armor, so he's getting dragged down while he's fighting that dude for a while. He has to take a lot of that off. Bela pursues the mystery evil dragon. Like, what the fuck is going on here, right? We cut back and forth really quickly. Alan starts taking off his armor. Vermax and Moondancer start attacking Sheepstealer, chasing him. And that's when the whole, like, that's my sister.
Yeah.
Ah.
Jace is like, attack the rider. And then right before
it's weird, this edit,
he
though.
sees it's Rhaenyra.
Maybe I saw it wrong, but if I remember correctly, Sheepstealer, Moondancer dodges a big claw from Sheepstealer.
Yes.
Dives below. And then Sheepstealer is pursuing Moondancer. Mm-hmm. And it's Rhaena that says, that's my sister.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, is Sheepstealer going to kill Bela? And then it just never is addressed again. It cuts back to the boat fight, and then it's like, Bela's not in danger.
But when it cuts back, she's chasing Bela, and Jace goes to intercept.
It was Bela recognized Rhaena and said, that's my sister. Did I get that backwards?
She does recognize her and pull up.
I thought she was the one that said, that's my sister.
No, that's Rhaena.
But Rhaena says, that's my sister.
Because she's like crying,
she's so scared
and
that
she doesn't
Sheepstealer's
have
going to kill her.
She doesn't have a saddle. She's just bareback.
I know Vermax comes in, but there's no like, oh, she almost gets her or anything. To me, it's just like I'm going to get you.
Oh, I assume that. I just read it as like she's just weeping because she's already been crying like, no, Sheepstealer, don't kill her own people.
Moondancer.
That's just a desperate like plea.
It's
like,
for
that's
sure
my
a
sister,
narration of the events happening when it's like, those are Valyrian ships, don't burn those. Like, we can't tell which ships are which.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
just
They
like,
have the blue sails.
I mean, but for
so
half
obvious,
a
actually.
second before they're on fire.
It's for the colorblind kid.
But anyway, yeah, she's just narrating that shit for us. It's hysterical.
I hate Moondancer.
I do love the shot where
nuts.
where Vermax almost snatches her up and Jace turns away last second.
Yeah, Jace is the one that recognizes her and turns away.
Yeah, that was cool.
And it's like her fault that Jace gets killed, which is a change from the book.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, I guess it could have happened anyway, but
Yeah.
definitely gets him down to fighting distance and distracted.
Yeah.
It's very sad, very, very sad. But yeah, Vermax realizes it's Rhaena at the last second, pulls up, and then they're being chased by Sheepstealer. And then he gets hit for realsies this time. Vermax gets hit in the gut. And I love when you see dragon blood. It's so sad, but it's so hot. It's like always smoking and stuff. Sheepstealer is just like, I'm fucking out of here, dude.
It's like, gosh.
Get him.
It's not even a sheep down there.
Do sheep live in water? No? Oh, yeah, I'm out of here, girl. Why we come here?
And then Moondancer comes in for the save again, but Vermax is like too low and it's too late.
See, that's genius because early on when she actually saves him, again, that subverts your expectations. Like, oh, they're going to kill Jace right now. But then when they circle back, they go back to the saving and he's already too low and it can't happen. Then it's like, oh no! Good. It gives you just a little bit of hope.
Should have grabbed Jace off of there though.
Right?
You know? Plucked him up. He's just impaled by dragon
through his
claws.
throat.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I got him. Oh.
Alan fights Lohar down there in the water after knocking Corlys into the drink as well. A lot of drinkers.
A lot of drinkers.
A lot of people get knocked in the drink.
Yeah, Corlys and Lohar did have a brief fight, but he got knocked down.
200 men went into the drink.
200 Valyrians
So
fought for their queen and went into the drink.
in the fight between Corlys and Lohar, at some point, Corlys is taking a swing to finish her and something knocks him aside.
They
and I
crash
don't remember
into
what that
the
was.
rocks.
The rocks.
Is that what it was?
Both
Okay.
the ships just kind of get dislodged and crash harder, and he just kind of goes over.
Because we brushed past it, but their fight was awesome too.
It's so good. What do you say?
Yeah.
Fucking swing, and then she's
Dope shit. More dope shit.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking cool. That's all you need to know. But yeah, Alan's down there fighting Lohar
You hurt my dad.
and kills her. Does the whole chokey slam and grabs her knife, puts it in her throat.
Was it her knife? I couldn't figure that out. I rewound it.
Yeah, I think it's like on her jerkin.
Oh, okay.
Extra knife.
Gherkin jerkin.
She should have remembered.
Never put a knife on your jerkin.
And then Jace is out in the water with Vermax. He's sinking with the dragon, unhooks himself from the saddle,
Oh, fly Vermax, please.
grabs a piece. It's very Artax.
I was just about to say it's very Artax. Oh my God. It was like bringing up so much childhood trauma.
And yet he finds that floating piece of ship, the driftwood there, and he's like, and then gets hit with an arrow out of nowhere, which is really exactly how it is in the book. He's floating on that piece of driftwood near the Mirish vessel. Fuck, so effective.
Such great filmmaking.
Because he's like, ow, I got a cramp.
They take the music out and it's just kind of a silent, you hear the water. It would have been funnier if there was one guy that like clearly missed, like, oh, Jeff. Fucking idiot. I'll show you how to do it.
No points for you.
Turn around.
And he gets one last one in the throat. And then you get that cool shot from beneath the waves looking up and you see his like silhouette floating there.
He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah, then we just see Alan kind of walking through the aftermath of the bitch fisting. Seems to be the only alive person. And then it does that wide shot of the aftermath of the Gullet, which again, it looks kind of like it's over, but it can't be. And then Moon Dancer flying above it. And then that's the end of the episode.
Great way.
Which brings us to our favorite moments, favorite performances, Easter eggs, all that good stuff coming up just ahead after another break to hear from one of our sponsors.
June is here, Stream Fiends, and the sun isn't the only thing bringing the heat. Your support for Streaming Things has been absolutely on fire. A huge thank you to every single patron who helps keep this show going each and every month. We genuinely could not do this without you. But right now, it's time to shine a special spotlight on our super patrons, the legends who go above and beyond and throw in $25 or more every single month to help keep Streaming Things alive. These are the real ones, the top tier, the cream of the crop, and let's shout them out. So thank you to Big Train Jr., Kyle, Cammy Shu, Hold On BRB, Erica Lee Barclay, Dr. Rock Art, Brianna Williams, Darcy Way, Tara, Sun-Loving Mortal, Xander Barbarian, Daniel Pack, Rebellious Angel, Narvel Toughnuts, Taloon, Mitchell, Albus Stinkpot, D, Maddlestat, Susie Callahan, Anthony Corona, Jim E, Lady Trashley, Sean Myers, Just Liz Calabria, Brett X, E Scramo, Lil Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, Bluffpum, AK Ashley Ray, Jay Rich, Upside Down Canuck, Josh Stitch, Jer, Kaylee Sampson, Hat Ship the Fair, butchered that, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Elpander, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Peaches, Joe True, Emmy, Haley B, Joe Velez, Trisha Bueller, Suzanne Rode, Jadinklage Morgoon, Kalisha Reeves, Paula Garcia, Aaron Armstrong, VT Hootie, Jeanette Murphy, Casey McCain, and Enza. Thank you all so much for supporting the show, and we are so grateful for every single one of you. But hey, enough from me. Let's get back to the episode.
And we're back. It's time for our Valyrian Steels, our top 3 favorite moments of season 3, episode 1. Andy, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is the comedic scene with Ulf thinking that he's going to get a castle because he's going to be a knight. And Hugh and Adam like kind of giving each other eyes like, oh my God, this fucking guy. It's just super fucking funny. The whole like, the fuck do I need a horse for is genius.
Caught a big fucking dragon.
So funny.
That's a great scene.
Yeah, I just appreciate the injection of levity in what is otherwise a pretty fucking tragic episode.
Yeah, and maybe that's where the comedy they're talking about in episodes 3 and 4 is. Like a lot more Ulf, maybe a lot of funny winter wolves. I'm excited.
They're going to pinch butts.
Steve, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is the introduction of the winter wolves, specifically Roddy the Ruin, played by Tommy Flanagan. I'm just such a big mark for that kind of character. So when he showed up and he's got Jason Lannister's fucking head in his hand, and we're here to fight for our queen. So fucking dope. And I just love the juxtaposition of the way we ended season 2. And there's that shot of Jason Lannister looking all regal in his armor, like, I'm here to go fight this war for the boys.
I brought my lions.
And then he just got his shit kicked in. His like dick kicked into the dirt. His dick must be a riverman because it was returned to the mud. Like, that is really funny to me. But yeah, I mean, the reveal of Roddy the Ruin was like really hype for me.
Lannister always pays his. My number 3 is Alicent's face after Aemond kisses her. It's so goddamn funny to me. Olivia Cook deserves an Emmy for perfectly expressing that. I actually have it here for all time. It's so good. That's my number 3. Andy, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Roddy the Ruin showing up.
Yeah.
That's my number 2 as well.
There's so much fucking hype for that, dude.
Yeah. Tommy Flanagan
so
for president.
Yeah, and the casting. I haven't even seen him do anything yet, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
He doesn't need to do anything.
Yeah,
he's already done it.
Yeah.
It's
He did
seriously
it
one
on
of those.
screen.
It's seriously one of those casting choices where you're like, was he not in Game of Thrones already?
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's like Brian Cox would be the only other one I can think of where it's like, what are you doing? Where's that guy at?
What would he be in Westeros? Like a maester? or
Great
something?
John Umber. What do you mean?
Ooh, I like that.
Interesting. Okay.
He was in Troy as Agamemnon. He was in Braveheart as the weird uncle with one eye. Maybe not Great John. He could play any old rough and tumble old bastard though, you know?
I like that.
Fuck. Knights who say fuck. Never has a story been more ripe for Brian Cox.
Steely Pate.
who say
Fuck. Steve, what's your number 2?
my number 2.
Number the 2?
My number the 2 is the teeth sequence. I was just really into the ship naming part of the how, like, I don't know if it's accurate, but I felt accurate. Like I felt like I was hanging out with some sailors and they're calling all their shit. Corlys has some like reflective thing. I don't know what he was using with it, but he kept like pulling it up. Like maybe it was his windshield.
I thought that was his rear view mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been.
He doesn't want to turn around.
Yeah, like you could just turn around and look, but he's like, nope, no time. Have to go to larboard.
Bank the oars.
Back the oars.
Hoist the tits.
Yeah, hoist the tits. It was just really tense. I loved it. And then when Lohar shoved Tylan into the water, I literally went, oh, like I audibly gasped. So it's my number 2.
My number 2 again is the Winter Wolves' arrival. Andy, your number 1.
Alan fighting and killing Lohar, just because it was so fucking visceral. It was one of the more intense things that has happened in Hot D.
Hot Dizzle.
And this is in an episode where 10 seconds after this, Vermax dies, and so does Jace. You know what I mean? But that Alan and Lohar fight was fucking intense, dude. Horrifying. Good shit.
Good shit. My number 1 favorite moment, as messed up as it is to make this your favorite moment, is Jace dying. Like, I just really think the filmmaking on display during that short sequence of scenes back to back was just expertly done. And it was incredible and really lived up to my expectations of that moment from reading the book. And yeah, I mean, we gushed about it a lot before, but it's really well done. I think they nailed that aspect of the story. And so it's my number 1.
I don't know if I should choose Jace's death or the fight with Alan and Lohar.
Yeah, I was the reason I chose the Alan and Lohar one is because I didn't know about that one. The Jace one, I was like, are they going to do well? Yes, they did. But that one, I was like, oh fuck, where'd this come from?
I'm with you. I also love Rhaenyra claiming sheep stealer and and all kind. I love. You know what? I'm actually going to pick. I'm going to pick a secret third option. Ooh, I'm going to go crazy here. I love that interaction when House Staunton pulls over Larys and Aegon, and I love how good Larys
kneel for the queen.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck off.
He's just the irony is so funny. Yeah, that's my number 1. That's my number 1. Well, now it's time for dragon eggs, Easter eggs, lore, tids and bits, book references, differences, that kind of stuff. That's this section. We'll go around the room one at a time until we all run out. Andy, you got anything?
Not really. I just wanted to call out, and Steve kind of called out. I think you both did actually. That Lohar kept calling the ship the Sea Snake, but it had been renamed at that point to the queen that never was.
Corlys is named the Sea Snake.
The boat itself was also named the Sea Snake.
Was it?
Once upon a time?
Yeah, the boat was as well, because they had that scene in last season where he's like, I'm renaming
the queen that ever was.
Queen that ever was.
It's not as good of a name.
No.
Can we all just, I mean, I love Rhaenys. Name sucks.
I just thought it was fun that Lohar
it's no bitch fist.
Lohar didn't know about the.
Yeah, she can't read.
Yeah.
I thought I'd throw her off by changing the name. Fuck.
Don was.
She can see you, my lord.
Can she? Pulls out his rear view mirror.
You should have stayed in his. Steve, you got one?
Yeah, I think I'll say with this one first. Roddy the Ruin is Roderick Dustin. He comes from House Dustin.
Rowdy Ruin.
Rowdy Ruin. They're from the north, of course. Their sigil is 2 rusted long axes crossed on a yellow and black crown.
King of the Nerve. Sorry.
The Dustin house.
The King of the Nerve.
The King of the Nerve. The Dustin's house, their seat of power is Barrow Hall in Barrowtown, which is really, really close to Torrance Square, which came up a lot in Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. They talked about Torrance Square like a lot the first 2 or 3 seasons randomly. There's like, hey, something's happening in Torrance Square. But Yeah, Barrow Hall's close to there.
Neat. There's a bit with Ulf, Hugh, and Adam of Hall when Ulf is like talking about the Red Priest, and it's all really awkward. But then he says, "Where did you get your dragon blood, do you reckon?" to Hugh. Then they cut away from it. I don't know if they'll go back to that. I don't know why you would know, but no one really knows where Hugh got his dragon's blood, but he's got a really cool theory. It is thought that his mother is Sarah Targaryen, which is one of the coolest Targaryens in existence.
Yeah, he explained that in season 2 to his wife, who is somewhere.
Hopefully safe.
I think she is. I think she popped up in the trailer. There's
Just
a shot
hanging
of her.
out?
Yeah.
With the kids,
I
who's
guess.
been cured of their diseases, I hope.
Well, their daughter died in season 2.
Sorry, I brought that up.
I laughed at that part in the show because Ulf had this like really.
You're a terrible person, and you always do that.
No. I laughed at the part because
the dragon's
Ulf
blood
has
part?
this story, and he's like, "Where'd you get your blood?" And the way that Hugh is sort of sitting there's like, "Well, I kind of already explained it last season. I don't know if I should."
Well, it got me. I don't remember that. I just remember the fan theories. But yeah, Sarah Targaryen's like, you asked me my 3 favorite Targaryens in the show. But if there's one Targaryen I really want to see that has never been in the shows, it's Sarah.
Yeah.
One of the daughters of Jaehaerys, who was sent, she was very wild and was, promiscuous or whatever, and was having a lot of fun and getting in trouble. So they sent her to be a silent sister. She escapes to go to Essos. She lives in Lys, runs a whorehouse, and then becomes like an underworld gangster.
Yeah.
And like super wealthy queen of the underworld over there. That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
And
I want that story, dude.
That's probably Hugh's mom. And that's just neat.
Yeah.
So since he didn't get to answer again, Ulf would have been like, oh, well. Cool.
Cool, I guess.
Steve?
I just wanted to reiterate that Shirako Lohar is a character in the book. But
Shakira?
Shirako. That character is actually like a combined character with another one from the book called Rakalia Rendune. In fact, I think a lot of the personality traits that show Lohar exhibits is more Rendune than Lohar.
Well, Shirako Lohar is the admiral of the fleet in the book.
Yeah, but I'm saying they combine both those characters. So like her personification and like how she acts and like the way she's shown is closer to Rendune's, because Rendune is like this like flamboyant pirate that has many wives and all this stuff that she has said in the show. I just like this little description of Rakalia Rendune from the books where it says, Rendune is a contradictory person. Rakalia loves kittens, but not cats. Pregnant women, but not children.
That's fair.
I respect that. Yeah.
Way different.
Yeah.
Kittens but not cats is funny.
But I did want to kind of, this isn't a dragon egg, but just so everybody kind of remembers, Ormond is Otto's nephew, which would be Alicent's cousin. Mm-hmm. And Darren is her son that they've never talked about. He's lived his entire life in Old Town and been raised by Ormond and the gang.
Yeah.
So just everybody remembers who's who with the Hightowers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is it Spection where you can tell us your theories?
I'm gonna save that for. I have a lot to say about Darren and his presentation in this episode, but I want to save it for Westerospection.
Steve, what else you got, buddy? You want to talk about Ib?
My boys always want to talk about Ib. I don't have that much about Ib, but it's this island, kind of like Greenland, where it's sort of up in the Shivering Sea. It's the second largest island in the whole known Westerosi world.
Don't they wear like seal skins to battle and shit?
I think so.
We see a little bit with Jon Snow with the Ibonese, right?
There's a lot of crazy stuff that like it's a world that is wrapped in a lot of like mythology where not a lot of people go there. So there's a lot of like, oh, giants are from Ib, or dragons can live in Ib, supposedly. But yeah, it's a pretty mysterious place that not a lot of people have been to.
That leads into my final dragon egg. Not a lot of people have been there, but Corlys has. And one of the things that's sad is that Corlys Velaryon could have gotten an entire show just about him, because he lived most of his life at sea, and he was famous for traveling to these far off exotic places like Ashai and Yiti and Ib, and he's seen crazy shit that no man alive has seen and come back to. I think he's been close to the doom of Valyria like many times, right? Mm-hmm. And so I thought it was cool that he uses an Auric. If you notice, his sword is a Dothraki sword, but it's supposed to be made out of Valyrian steel. I don't know how that's possible, but so it's a Valyrian Auric that he's using.
That's dope.
Super fucking cool. He's got this weird, weapon from Essos that he's using for no reason other than he's just like, I know about dope shit.
Like Dario.
He's just flexing like, I want the invaders to think I'm cool.
So I just thought that was neat that they just had that length. They went to that extra mile, and he's
Is Lahar looking at my sword? My arc? Does she know?
And he's so sad when he sees High Tide burning, because in the books, it's the whole city. It's Driftmark, but also Spicetown. And he's just like, oh my God, thousands of people are being slaughtered. But also all my treasures.
My cool shit.
Because he spent 30 years sailing the entire globe. And he's the wealthiest man in Westeros. And he's just watching all this quite literally super irreplaceable stuff burn when he's seen. That's why he's like, but also there's an emotional factor too. Like Rhaenys is dead. He's lost children. Now my goddamn driftwood throne.
My goddamn driftwood throne? Not my house.
The house where I raised them. Oh no,
You take my wife, you take my kids, but you
do not touch my treasure. Do not seek the treasure. Yeah, so that's it for me. What else you got, Steve?
I just want to shout out Bold John Roxon real quick. Super cool dude, head of House Roxon.
They sound like wrestlers when you say it.
I know. Bold John Roxon, my God. Coming down with a steel chair.
That man has a family.
He's got a Valyrian steel sword, by God. And that's really all I wanted to mention is like they kind of show his sword briefly, like kind of in the shot, and it looks pretty ornate. It's a Valyrian steel sword named Orphan Maker.
Ooh.
So that's pretty dope.
Sounds like Joffrey named it.
Widow's Wail. Someone mentions somebody mentions the antlers. I think it's Ormond Hightower. Like, we were supposed to meet Aemond at the Antlers. The Antlers is the seat of House Buckwell in the Crownlands. It's located kind of in between. Like if you look at the map, you see Maidenpool, Rook's Rest, and Duskendale. It's like in between all three of those towns. And, the most notable Buckwell in history was Lord Buckwell, who supported Maegor the Cruel's reign. So
not a good look.
Not a good look.
Make Westeros great again looking motherfucker.
Let's see. Who else did I have? So I mentioned before the Isle of Faces. It's this island that sits in the middle of the God's Eye, which is the lake right next to Harrenhal. And the Isle of Faces is super cool. It's a sacred forest. It's one of the few places in the south of Westeros where weirwood trees still kind of are naturally grown. And there's a bunch of them. In the show, I think season 2, there's an establishing shot of Harrenhal, and you can see the Isle of Faces in the establishing shot, and it's all red because it has all those weirwood trees in there.
They have red leaves.
Yes. And it's a super cool place where the first men of Westeros were at war for like many, many years with the Children of the Forest. We saw some of the Children of the Forest in Game of Thrones, but they ended their war by signing what's called the Pact. And they signed the Pact on the Isle of Faces. And it said that the Children of the Forest carved the faces into all the weirwood trees on the Isle of Faces so that the old gods can witness the pact being signed, so they could have a front row seat.
It's a sacred place to the old magic.
Yeah, and part of the pact was these beings called the Green Men would stay behind and tend to the weirwood trees and take care of them. So it's this like place shrouded in mystery, much like a lot of Harrenhal's area is. And it's sort of like the epicenter of cool cryptid shit.
It's a pretty chill job, if you think about it.
Tending to the trees?
Tending the trees.
Well, then you got that goat, too. It's not as chill as you think.
Yeah.
Yep.
The goat's going to get the trees.
That's their manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoo him off every now and then.
You missed some trees.
I'm just saying it's like the lifeguard at the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like, it's the most chill job that ever was.
Goat says you got to leave. Can't poop here.
Clock out early. But yeah, the green men are cool. They're said to have green skin and antlers. We've seen them a couple times. The green man in this episode looked very much more goat than the previous one. Like he just kind of looked very satyr-like, which was interesting. But yeah,
he fucks.
He definitely fucks. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for Dragon Eggs. I'll save the rest for Westerospection.
Well, now let's nominate our Mummer's Dragon. This is going to be tough, I think. Your favorite performance of the episode. Andy, who are you going to give it to?
I am going to give it to Abubakar Salim, who plays Alan of Hull.
Oh, great choice.
Yeah, I thought that he crushed it.
Goddamn good choice.
Yeah.
He crushed it as well. I had him on my short list. I have 3 people on my list, and Abubakar Salim is one of the ones I had. I also had Tom Bennett on my list, who plays Ulf. I liked his little
considered old.
soliloquy that he had about his
Yeah.
backstory. But ultimately, I'm going to give it, maybe this is controversial. I don't care. I'm giving it to Abigail Thorne.
Lohar?
Lohar. I
Wow.
fucking love Lohar so much. Like when I think about my favorite, the times I was having a great time with this show, it featured Lohar, Corlys Velaryon, or Alan of Hull. And I just really appreciated Abigail's performance. I thought she brought so much fun and just cool swagger, some great pirate aura being delivered on a platter with her performance. She was great. And I don't know if I'll ever have a chance to give it to her again. So Abigail is my mummer's
Definitely
dragon.
won't.
Yeah, definitely not.
I don't know.
Maybe some flashbacks.
Maybe some flashback. Maybe a Greyjoy will bring her back from the sea. I don't know.
Is she related to Bella Thorne? She looks an awful lot like her.
No.
I believe so.
We're all over the place on this one because I was thinking about Matthew Needham,
Oh.
who plays Lair Strong.
a
I
good
love
pick.
that little bit that he gets. But I'm going to give it to Olivia Cook. That face is so fucking funny, dude. And there's so much that she does. Like she walks in, she's like, oh, okay, I'll go talk to fucking Aegon. Oh no, it's in the throne room. And that like, there's just so much subtle work going on with Olivia Cook. And that bit she has with Helena when she's trying to be sneaky with the letter to Ormond.
So worried about
And then,
Crispin
of course,
Cole.
that deliciously weird fucking scene where she's trying to manipulate Aemond into going to Harrenhal still. But yeah, I think Olivia Cook gets my vote for the Mummer's Dragon Award in this episode. So again, if you love this, please subscribe. But also, we have an entire run of all of Game of Thrones covered over at patreon.com/streaming things. So for those of you that need to dip out because you don't read the books, please check that out. I think you would love it. We're also in the middle of covering Breaking Bad over there. We have a Discord with a thriving community, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out. Thank you for joining. We'll be back next week covering episode 2. But for the rest of you, we are going to dip into our Westerospection now. So the night is dark and full of extra spoilers. For those who have read Fire and Blood and you want to talk about a little extra juice, that's happening now.
What must I say, Geoffrey?
Okay. What did you want to share, Steve?
Okay, so Daeron Targaryen, we see him briefly. He's out of focus. They don't focus on him at all in any of the shots. He has no lines of dialogue. So if you are a watcher of the show, I don't know if it's immediately obvious to you that that is Daeron Targaryen. I would not mistake you for thinking that was just Lord Ormond's,
Bitch.
servant.
That was his
Squire.
bitch fist.
Cupbearer, servant boy, bitch fist, come here. Bring me my essential oils. And I think they're doing that intentionally. Let me go tell you a story. Let me bring you on this tale,
Regale
this journey.
me.
So that scene played out, and I was just like, that's Daeron Targaryen. How cool. So happy. And then when I was watching it again, I was like, is that supposed to be Daeron? Because I feel like they would like focus on him.
Full
and be
disclosure,
like, Prince
that never
Daeron.
occurred to me. That's how stupid I am.
Never occurred to you that was Darren?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I recognize the actor, and I was like, oh, fuck, who's he? Oh!
I assumed it was Daeron because they show Tessarion and then they cut to the shot of the three of them walking, the three characters. So I was like, okay, visually I thought that was them communicating, okay, here's Darren's dragon and Darren's in this next shot. But the second time I was watching it, I was like, is it Daeron though? Is that 100% sure? I didn't want to come on this podcast and be like, there's Daeron Targaryen. How exciting, guys. So I Googled who plays Daeron Targaryen.
Similar to Andy.
There are 2 names that pop up. So first, it was announced, or I don't know if it was officially announced, but like a lot of people were like, hey, there's this kid, Charlie Gordon plays Daeron Targaryen. And then another name popped up, Benjamin Evan Ainsworth, who is from Bly Manor. He was the one that Andy was talking about earlier in this episode. And so I pulled up photos of both of them to hold up to what we watch. And who we see in the scene with Ormond is definitely Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. All right. So he has been
You
announced
think it's like
as,
a Padme situation?
I think it's a Padme situation. And so what I think they're going to do is they're going to have Daeron in the background. And for people who aren't book readers, they're just show watchers, are just going to assume that that is Ormond's cupbearer, servant boy. And they're going to do this thing where like, oh, we caught Daeron Targaryen. It's this kid, but psych, it's really not him. It's been Ormond's cupbearer person all along, the Benjamin Evan Ainsworth actor. I think that's what they're going for because part of Darren's character is he's often called like the coolest of Alicent's boys because he lived away. But part of that is since he's been living under Ormond's parentage this whole time, he has the personality where he follows orders rather than gives them. He's a follower and not a leader. And so I think that kind of plays into that character trait that he has. I don't know. That's my theory. I don't know for sure that's what's going to happen, but I do find it odd that here's this character, Daeron Targaryen. He's a big part of this story. He's got a fucking dragon, but we're not giving the character any sort of pomp and circumstance at all. All the pomp in that scene was like, look at Ormond Hightower and bold John Roxton. How cool are they? And there's the boy who's out of focus and not a big part of the scene. I just found that very interesting and fascinating.
Tis interesting. Tis fascinating.
Tis.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't recall him being like kidnapped or where they would pull that off.
A long walk
I don't
around
either. But they are doing things slightly different. Like they're combining battles in the show. I know Oscar Tully shows up at the end of the Red Fork battle in this episode, but Oscar Tully I don't think shows up until much later in the war. Like I think towards Tumbleton era. The Tullys were famously not a part of the battle for much later, and they got involved later on. So that's obviously a change. So they're playing fast and loose with some of these battles, but I don't know.
I thought you were just going to say, ooh, he had dark hair. Maybe he's secretly the son of somebody else.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Like he's a Hightower boy.
Yeah, totally. Because every other child of hers, blonde.
Maybe he gets kidnapped by Grover and Beaker Tully.
I wish it was Beaker. There's Kermit.
Fozzie Tully.
It's Bunsen Tully to the rescue.
I thought it was interesting. Like, I think they were playing with book readers a little bit, where it's at the battle of right before we meet the Winter Wolves, and he's like, "Oh, Jason Lannister ran off," and I think he went to the God's Eye, and then Daemon's like, "Well, let's fucking go.
Let's
pursue him."
Yeah, dude.
And I think they were just like tickling your balls a little bit with the God's Eye mention there.
Oh, for sure.
I thought that was funny. I forget what I wanted to talk about in Westerospection at the top of the show when we were doing so many overall thoughts. It's like, we'll just talk about it later. But
there's one big major change. I don't know. Maybe they could do it next episode. Maybe they could reveal this next episode. But there's a big point where Rhaenyra's younger kids, Viserys the younger and Aegon the younger, are being put on the gay abandon to go to Pentos.
Yeah.
Throughout
and Rhaena
the war.
stays behind.
And in the book, that boat is captured by Lohar's.
Yeah. So
Triarchy
Lohar's
vessel.
dead. Are they not having Aegon and... Because actually, they get Viserys, and Aegon hops on Stormcloud and flies back.
And that's how they know that there's a battle going on in the Gullet.
Correct. So they're obviously not doing any of that.
Yeah.
But also, the Battle of the Gullet is supposed to have Ulf and Hugh and Adam of Hull. So Sea Smoke, Vermithor, and Silverwing are all fighting in the Gullet as well. Moondancer's not. And Sheepstealer's there with Nettles, and Sheepstealer doesn't disobey Nettles.
Sheepstealer's a part of this fight?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Everybody but Moondancer is there. So it's interesting. So then they had Alice say, "You're missing the battle." And so I thought they were all going to show up. And maybe that's why I was like, maybe the Gullet's still going on in episode 2 and they show up and fight as well.
I think you're right, because based off the trailer, there is a shot of what looks to be like the post-Gullet battle, and there are 3 dragons flying, and it's not Moondancer and Sheepstealer and Vermax. It looks like Vermithor and Silverwing and Sea Smoke.
And so what I was saying at the top of the show, Nettles kind of disappears, right? And in fact, Daemon runs off with Nettles and stuff. And I remember when we talked about, that's interesting, they're replacing that character with Rhaena. Oh, that's cool. That's his daughter. That still tracks. Maybe that's why he's got so much love for her. And it's nothing weird as it's implied in the books. It's just that's his daughter.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, that's actually kind of interesting that they have Rhaena do this and burn her own men and cause the death of Jace and stuff. That would explain like her running off.
Totally.
Right? And I'm like, that's actually a really neat kind of character idea.
Yeah, and so much of her character, their characterizations with each other is Daemon has like kind of ignored her because she doesn't have a dragon.
Yeah.
But now here she is with a dragon. She's done a terrible thing.
I could see him.
She shouldn't have had one.
He could like he could like guide her or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
through this grief. And that might give us some love for Daemon as a character past him being a cool crime hooded guy, Because he's had moments.
Yeah, he's definitely a stinker for sure.
Yeah,
but he's
like
had
him.
moments.
We like
He killed Rhea Royce. I don't like that. I'm not proud of that.
He called Rhea Royce a bronze bitch.
Nobody's
Called her ugly.
perfect.
She
I know.
was gorgeous.
And then we saw her and we're like, dude.
He's like, oh, she's so ugly. And then,
She's
she
so
showed
not
up
my
like,
family.
Whoa. Come on, man.
Anything else for Westerospection?
I want to shout this out real quick because I don't think they're going to do this at all. because based on the timeline, this happens very early, and it seems like they've moved past it. But when Ormond Hightower and his troop start marching out of Old Town to go to war, one of the first battles they fight, they don't even get out of their like immediate area. One of the first battles they fight is against Alan Beesbury and Alan Tarley.
You just want the fucking...
I just wanted to mention Alan Beesbury because Beesbury's all mad that his dad, Lyman Beesbury, was murdered by Kristen Cole. And so he's not Team Green. And I think Alan Tarley's sister or daughter, I can't remember the relation, but his relation, Samantha Tarley, is Ormond Hightower's new wife. But she's like significantly younger than he is in the book. And she's a really cool character. Like as the book progresses, she becomes like much more involved. But I just wanted to shout out the Beesburys. And I just think it's funny that if a Beesbury exists in this universe, he has to buddy up with another dude who has the same fucking first name. Because in A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, there was Humphrey. It was the battle of the two Humphreys. It was Humphrey
Harding.
Harding, thank you. Humphrey Harding and Humphrey Beesbury. And now we got Alan Beesbury and Alan Tarley. I just thought that was really, really funny.
And Alan Velaryon.
But that battle specifically, the battle that they fight Ormond in is called the Battle of the Honey Wine. And that's the battle where Darren shows up with Targaryen and effectively hands the victory over to the Hightowers, who were losing. And Ormond knights Darren thereafter. And that's where Darren gets his knighthood and gets the name Darren the Daring.
Darren the Daring.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So we lost RIP to, maybe this should be a new segment.
Yeah.
RIP to Lohar, to Jason Lannister, to
Sarah Targaryen.
Sorry, Jesus and Jace. Yeah, those are the big ones, right?
And good boy Vermax.
And Vermax. Are definitely RIP to Vermax.
Yeah.
Yeah. That poor sweet thing.
Or do you think Corlys is going to pop up?
Do you think Tyland's going to pop up? Because that's another thing.
Sure.
Tyland's a huge part of the book.
Tortured and
Yeah, Tyland's not dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't see a body.
Never for a second. Did I think Tyland was dead? He's got so much to do.
Oh.
Yeah, he's such an interesting character.
And he's like a cool actor. Like he's got a good. I'm glad he had two roles.
For
You know?
sure.
He could do it both ways.
It's just fun. I do like how Jason Lannister was the first one we were introduced to because he was hitting on
Rhaenyra,
little Rhaenyra in season 1, and he got his head. His wig
She has
split.
a dragon, you dumb cunt. That's my favorite line. Like that's the same scene.
Mhm.
That's my favorite part.
You dumb cunt.
It's giving Ulf. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's secretly a Bracken.
Ooh, maybe.
I hope you guys enjoyed that Westerospection. Again, so excited to talk about the next episode. We'll see you next week. We got a bunch of Patreon stuff, but if you're just a main feed listener, we love you for being here at all.
Totally.
You gotta wait a week and we'll be back for House of the Dragon stuff. That's all the time we've got for right now. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this was Streaming Things, streaming House of the Dragon.
It's a fucking dragon, innit?